Today, I spent $120 buying a bunch of retro games to fulfill my nostalgic hole in my heart. The other day, my boy Casey bought me an N64 as a best man gift for being his best man. And I thought, I'm going to fill out my N64 library. I'm going to buy all the games I owned as a child. We didn't buy every game yet, but that's my goal, to buy every game I owned as a child. And we started today with a few games here. We got an OEM controller. And we got Soul Calibur 2 for GameCube. This is a random one. I needed a game to test my Wii. I don't even have a GameCube controller, but I can at least see if my Wii boots and make sure the disc works. But we also got Yoshi's Story for N64. We got WCW NWO Revenge. We got a memory card for the N64. It's a non-OEM one, but we got it just so we can have a memory card in case we play a game that needs a memory card. And what we're going to be doing today is unboxing and testing all of this today to make sure it works, because unfortunately, when buying retro hardware, you don't have a guarantee that this stuff is going to work. There's no guarantee that when you get home, it's going to boot up and function. So we're going to be unboxing and testing the games, unboxing and testing the controller, or unpackaging, I guess, because the way it is. We're going to start with the N64 stuff, because with the N64, I already have it plugged in from yesterday. So first, WCW NWO Revenge. This game right here, chat. This game right here. I played this game so much as a kid. I own like 6, 7. My personally owned N64 library was like 6 games. I had Super Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, the James 007 Tomorrow Never Dies, or like The World Is Everything, whichever the blue cartridge one was. I always forget. I had WWF Raw. I had this WCW NWO Revenge, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, and Yoshi's Story. Those were the 7 games. So it was 7 games, not 6 games. Those were 7 games that I remember from my childhood owning and playing a stupid amount of. And when I saw this at the store, I had to get it no matter what. But 2, I don't know if you can see the price. I don't know why it's so over brightened. Give me a second. Let me see if I can turn on the brightness on this camera a little bit so you can read the price, because that's actually not a bad price, chat. It's only $11.99, only $12. This game goes typically for like $20-ish online, so getting it for only $12, I was like, oh, I gotta get this. You know, I was gonna get it probably either way, but $12, not bad. It's not, especially considering the condition doesn't seem that bad. So this store did like a cool thing where they put they gave you the games in these little clear cases, and on the top of the clear case they printed out the games like side box logo. I appreciate that. It's not the, you know, it's not, doesn't make it brand new, but it gives you like a little storage box and gives it a little cassette tape feel for any of the old heads like me out there who were around during cassette tapes. It gives a very cassette tape feel. Let's check it out. Let's look at the condition. Okay, it's a little wear right there. The WCW NWO has like a yellowish, looks like someone spilled a juice on it maybe. Wolf, this is who owned it before us. Someone owned this before us and they put their name on it. I'm gonna try to get that out. The back looks solid. The slot in the game cartridge slot looks good. Yeah, it might need a little cleaning, but looks solid. We're gonna try to clean this. Give me a sec. I'm gonna go get some tools to clean this. I'm gonna see if I can get this dude's name off of here. What's up, by the way, End the Gamer? Sorry, I've been yapping since you got in here. What's up? Howdy there. $120 equals 60 plus 60. Yes, it was technically a little more than 120 technically, but I just rounded down a little. Actually, it might be a little less. We'll do the math. We'll add everything up. This was only $12. Oh, but give me one sec. I'm gonna go grab some isopropyl alcohol. I want to see if I can get this guy's name out of here. We're back. We're gonna try. I mean, I can't promise success, but we got some isopropyl alcohol. We got some IPA 99%. We got some Q-tips and we got some tissue. We'll start with the tissue because the Q-tips I feel like are gonna be less pressure than my hands. Okay, and oh, it's working. Oh wow, this is working way better than I expected. Yeah, fuck Wolf. Whoever Wolf is, Wolf with 2 Fs. No one cares. You never owned it. As of now, you've never owned this. Oh, that worked amazingly. Oh, I didn't think this would get the permanent marker out so easily all these years later. Because I'm assuming this is someone's old copy to have written a name. That's not something a new game collector would do, you know? They wouldn't buy a game and write their name on it. Oh, wow. This is really good. It's pretty much gone. I can still kind of see it on camera. It's not even capturing it. So as of now, that looks brand new. And you said you've never seen them sell the plastic cases. Me neither. I actually really like that. I was like, it's a small touch. Their prices were a little up there. You know, like a lot of retro game stores in person, they're definitely overcharging you. So some of their stuff was definitely a little expensive. But I was like, I appreciate the little craftsmanship they did with the plastic cases. They didn't have to do this. To me, this is just a small additional step that just gives it the store a nicer feel than just having game cartridges on the shelf that you just grab. They give you a little plastic case, a little printout. It's small, doesn't matter in the grand scheme because you're never going to sell this online with this if you're a reseller. But that's the thing. You can tell their target audience is not resellers. The target audience is people like me who just want to buy retro games that they enjoy. Okay, but we cleaned it. That was really easy. I thought that for sure was going to be way harder. Boom. I'm not going to try to clean that because unfortunately with paper, once it gets in there, it's in there. So this is just cooked. But other than that, it looks pretty good. The condition's solid. I would say the worst thing is is this on the front. Other than that, the cartridge itself looks solid. The actual pins on the game slot looks solid. Yeah, all right, let's hey, what's up, Fictional? I too like retro games. I too do. Wait. You know what I just realized? I want to test this, but I want to test it with the new controller. So let's rewind a little bit. Or not rewind, but let's slot this into the game, to the console, and let's unbox the new controller. So I actually also got not new. Saying new is crazy. The used OEM controller. So this right here, OEM red. It's the only color they had. I wanted green, the clear green, because that's the one I had as a kid. Or not clear green. The console was clear green. The controller was yellow. I wanted the Donkey Kong yellow controller. They didn't have that though. Unfortunately, they only had the red one. They were charging $40. This is where they were upcharging out the ass. You could probably buy one of these on eBay. Probably get it for like what? Let's say 20, maybe 25 bucks if you're being expensive. But you know, I was there. They had it. I could get it that day, and I can play with it when I got home. That's basically why I made my decision. I knew I was being taxed a little bit, but you know, I'll take the tax to be able to play with it right now versus waiting like 5 days from eBay. Okay, they have their own custom things. Like this right here is custom. That's the name of the store. Collectibles, cards, plus games, and they have their own custom printouts for this. Again, these are the little things to me that give it a higher quality feel. Like, you know, when you're buying this stuff from them. All right, let's take it out the plastic and let's look at the condition. It looks solid. The plastic, it's hard to see on camera. I don't know if y'all, oh, you can kind of see it right here. The plastic has like weird scuffing or texture differences in it. Like you see how the texture looks darker here versus less reflective here versus reflective here. That's because like it looks like it's been scraped. So the condition's kind of It's not horrible. It's just very average. Very, very average condition. Memory card slot. Yeah, I mean, it's solid. But it's an OEM Nintendo controller. That was my goal, to get an OEM controller. It says Nintendo 64 controller on the front, but you see the logo there, and we have the logo here to prove it is OEM. The wire's a little too. But you know, what can I say? We bought a probably almost 30-year-old controller. Not almost. If this came out in 96, if this is a 96 controller, a 30-year-old controller. So, you know, we can only expect so much from that. let's plug it in. Let's switch layouts to the retro layout, and we're actually going to be testing both the controller and WCW NWO Revenge together right now. I bought this from a store called Collectibles, Cards Plus Games. At least this Nintendo 64 stuff. The GameCube game that we're going to be showing off later, I got from, it says it, Half Price Books. Let me edge this forward a little bit so I'm going to be testing. So this right here, oh, this is so nostalgic, chat. Oh, this is so nostalgic. I played this game so much as a kid. This game got so much run in my household, bro. Y'all would be shocked how much I played this game. This camera was weird. I played this game like a lot. This game got a lot of burn. A lot of burn in my household back in the 90s. All right. Let's get into it though. Rumble Pack supported. I do not have a Rumble Pack. I should have bought a Rumble Pack, chat. Oh no, this isn't good. Oh, wait. Isn't the analog supposed to work in this home? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I misremember. The analog feels a little stiffer than usual, though. Okay. Well, let's go. Let's, costume change. Oh, yeah. Remember, so this roster in this game was a crazy roster. This was WCW back in the 90s when WCW was popping. Back before they went out of business, you know, and WWE purchased them and everything. Or WWF purchased them and turned it to WWE. Man, they had a crazy roster. You got Hogan. You got The Big Show. He was called The Giant at the time. Scott Hall. Scott Norton. Buff Bagwell. Eric Bischoff, the owner. Or, yeah, I guess he was the owner of WCW. Head writer. Maybe he was the writer. He was up there. Top executive, the face of it. The face of WCW ownership. Scott Steiner. Kurt Hennig, I don't know. Kevin Nash. We got Sting, the icon, the 90s icon, chat. Sting. Lex Luger, another WWE legend, WWF legend that went to WCW. Macho Man, another WWF legend that went to WCW. No idea who Conan is. We got Raven. That's such a 90s character. Let's see. Let's Goldberg. Come on. We all know Goldberg. Goldberg, the legend. Diamond Dallas Page, another legend. DDP, Roddy Piper, Rowdy Piper. Yeah, I was literally just about to start doing that. We'll skip past this guy. Still a legend. But we'll skip past this guy. This guy's story is amazing until you get to the end. Booker T, can you dig it, sucker? Let's see. All right, let's stop looking through. Let's actually play the game. Let's test the cartridge. Let's I guess just do a single match. Bash the Beach. This is so retro, bro. Let's play. Who do we want to play, chat? Who do we play right now? Is his wife in the game? I'm sorry, chat. That was a poor taste. That joke was in poor taste. I apologize. Let's just pick someone random. I didn't even look at the rules. Usually there's rules. I just want to test to make sure the game works. If you don't know wrestling, that joke went over your head, and I'm happy it went over your head. All right, so this game actually had D-pad controls and the analog. Okay, the analog's working. The analog did that. The analog did this thing where it how did you win these? It's been so long since I played this. Oh, the L and R feel crap in this game though. Oh, he got me. Oh, I'm winning apparently. Take that kick to the face, bitch. You. Oh, I always love that the blocking of grapples in this game was that. You can't hit me, I'm doing kicks. No. Come here. Punch you on the head. Kick your knees. Slap your chest. Oh. Headbutt. Oh. All right, let's we can turn this off. So the game clearly works. This game clearly works. How did you run again? Oh, it was down. Taunt his ass. What kind of taunt is that, Chris Benoit, bro? Oh, grapple. Oh, we got to do a playthrough of this, chat. We're definitely doing a playthrough of this on the channel. So in this game, you could go for like the championship belts. Let's actually quit the match, just because in the middle of a fight. You could go for the championships in this game. So what we're probably gonna do, we could look at whoever owned this before. So whoever owned this before gave Hulk Hogan the U.S. heavyweight. Gave this is not Dragon Lee. This is Dragon Lee's the new wrestler. I actually don't know. The Ultimo Dragon. This is the Ultimo Dragon. Gave Ultimo Dragon the cruiserweight. He has Chris Benoit, and is that Chris Jericho with the tag team? Hogan with the world heavyweight, and Big Show with the TV title. Okay, this is what they did. We should do a playthrough here though, where we try to recreate a lineup of champions from like back in the 90s. That'd be fun. We'll do that one day on stream. One day, chat. One day. But this game was cool because you could do things like, for example, the costumes. So this is Hogan's like his NWO look, right? His like later 90s NWO look. But this game actually lets you put on his like older Hogan design. So you could like no, where is it? One of these, yeah, right here. You can get like classic Hulk Hogan. You can do Hogan. So right here, it's him with the shades. Him without the shades. So they had multiple heads. You could change the color. So if you were just like, fuck it, I want NWO to be like white now, or white on black instead of black on white. You can do that. This was a solid game. This game I liked a lot. To me, this is still one of the best wrestling games of all time, personally. All right, we can let's power that off. Switch back over here and let's unbox the next game. The next game, chat, needs no introduction. Y'all know this is one of my favorite games. I'm on the wrong channel. I'm on the wrong thing. It's this one. Yoshi Story, chat. Y'all know I love this game. I love Yoshi Story. This is one of my favorite games of all time. And honestly, when I went to the game store, I had no intentions of buying this at the time. But they had it for what I thought was a very average price. Not a good price, not a bad price. They had it for hard to see because of the lighting, but $34.99. Oh, right here, $35. $35. Not a great price because you can probably get this on eBay for like anywhere from $25, anywhere from $20 to $30 is like the expected cost of this of Yoshi Story right now. But I played this game so much as a kid, chat. The first two Yoshi games are some of my favorite games in general, and this game got a lot of burn for me. I used to spend so many hours finding all the secrets, playing all the levels, because this game's not exactly a hard game. The way this game works is it's all about exploration. The levels are big, a lot of transition screens, and you spend a lot of time finding like secret Yoshis, like the black Yoshi, the white Yoshi. Trying to get specifically melons if you want to get the highest score. Really good game. I think this game gets undeserved hate. Not hate, but people always look at it as very average. Where I think this game is excellent if you play it right. Like if you just run through the game eating any fruit and not caring about score, whatever. It's an easy game and you would think it's a baby game. But if you play this game how it's intended to be played, only going for melons, trying to get the highest score, collecting all the coins, the hearts, this game's difficulty ramps up very quick if you do that. Ramps up very quick because there's so much you have to do. So it's so easy to mess up and eat the wrong fruit, for example. It's so easy to like be in the middle of something, fall into a hole, lose a Yoshi. Your Yoshis are your life. I love this game. I can glaze Yoshi Story all day. We're gonna be doing Yoshi playthroughs soon. We're gonna start a full Yoshi series because now that I own the physical cartridge for Yoshi's Island and Yoshi Story, we're gonna start. But yeah, I like that they added a little sticker at the top with the game's box, not box art, but yeah, it's kind of the game's box art. The logo, the top of the box, I guess. Again, like that a lot. And one of your favorites is, yeah, the death screen is freaky in this game. Oh, my box broke. Box broke, chat. Oh, it just broke. Oh no. Chat, what will I do? I now have a it doesn't matter. This is not a real case. This is a fake case. All right, let's see the condition. Oh, the condition's pretty good on this one. The sticker is really good. It's like new. Yeah, this is like a like new sticker. Is this the different front? I don't remember Yoshi's Story front looking like this. It's been a while since I owned the cartridge, since like the fucking 2000s. But I feel like I don't remember Pink Yoshi being on the front. Maybe I'm wrong. But looking at this, oh, I guess it was. In Japan, it wasn't that. Japan was different. I'm thinking Japan. I'm like, man, I feel like I remember a different design. Japanese didn't have this, but America, we did have this. Okay, yeah, but I mean, I was just hesitant. I was like, did they cook me? Did they change the sticker? You know, I was, a little paranoid. Whenever buying third retro games, you got to be paranoid because people will reshell and re-sticker it, and you'll never know. But the front condition is really good. The rear condition is good. I guess we could take these apart. You know what, chat? We're in no rush tonight. But with the N64 cartridges, it's a little more pain in the ass to get apart because you have to get these clips. Yeah, we're not gonna do that tonight. Sorry, no teardowns unless y'all want. If y'all go, I really want to see the inside of these cartridges. But I trust that this game store didn't scam me. It was very reputable. At least it seemed very reputable. It had a good online reputation. The cartridge slot looks good. I need a little bit of cleaning in there, but it looks solid. But the condition on this is really good. I've gotten some really good retro game conditions recently. Like my Mario 64 cartridge, like these look like new. These look like they've never been, like barely been played. Like the actual stickers, the shells look really good. I've gotten really lucky recently with my pickups. Even the slots look really good on these. So I'm excited with my pickups recently. And the funny thing is I don't even care about condition like that. Like I don't care. I just want to play the game. But I've gotten some we can do teardowns, and if you want. If you really want to see the inside of these cartridges, we can at least tear down one. How about that? We'll tear down one game. But we're not going to do them all because I trust where I bought these from. I didn't buy these on eBay, so I have a little more trust in the service. I bought a Luigi's Mansion for GameCube that I couldn't play because it was an American rip. Do you have a Wii, Jiggly? Because if you have a Wii, you can soft mod your Wii, or homebrew, I guess is the term that the Wii community uses. You can homebrew it, and you should be able to play international games via that. I don't know how easy it is to international mod a GameCube, so that's why I didn't recommend that. I know homebrewing a Wii is really easy, like baby mode at this point. But yeah, condition looks good. I'm excited. I don't even have to clean it because it looks so good. Let's pop this one out, this back in its case, and then let's test out we'll test out Yoshi's Island. Or Yoshi's Story, sorry. Okay, put it in the cart slot. Let's switch over to retro streams. I do, thank you. Yeah, I'm saying if you have a Wii, it's really easy to homebrew. And in this day and age, there's no reason not to homebrew. There's no negative to homebrewing in this day and age. All right, let's go. We're testing Yoshi's Story. I keep wanting to say Island. Whoa. Y'all see that line on my screen? Let's restart this. That line wasn't supposed to be there. That looks like some emulator shit. Yeah, there we go. This is one of the best video game songs of all time, chat. And I'm not arguing with anyone about it. One of the best video game songs of all time. And I'll fight anyone. I'll fight anyone over that. I'll fight any human over that. Fictional agrees. Fictional agrees with me. I wish Wii U could play Wii U, Wii, and GameCube games. Yeah, I know, and if it could, I would have a Wii U. I almost got a Wii U to play Wii and Wii U games, but I was like, a Wii would be better because GameCube games are more what I would want to play. All right, let's let's adjust this camera so I don't have to. Let's start from wherever this person was. So whoever owned this cartridge was on page 3. And let's see. They only have one level of page 3, which means they did the baby run. That means they haven't been playing well, chat. You get levels based on, I believe, your score and what other level you choose. Well, classic Yoshi boy. We're just doing a quick test of the cartridge, so we're not gonna like play through a whole level or anything. Oh, this level. I remember this level. Yes, okay, I want to avoid him. Get some eggs. Get this. Oh, there's a melon right there, too. No, I wanted him. What? Alright, there we go. You have 2 melons already. We have a bunch of eggs now. I like getting the eggs as early as you can. Ah, okay. Alright, let's ride this boy. So the way this dude works is you, when you jump on him, he changes his angle. So you see he goes down because I jumped on him. And I landed on him, he goes up. Oh, man. This is so nostalgic, chat. I don't think y'all understand what's happening for me right now. I haven't played Yoshi's Story on an actual N64 in what feels like ages. I definitely missed a melon back there. I've had to play via emulation for so many years. Anything above? Any secrets? Yep, boom, we got this one. Come back this way. Get all these coins. The coins get you shit too. Because if you pause in this game, is it pause? How do you, oh no, I have to reset. How do you check, there's a way to check your score so far. No? Whoops, wrong. Okay, I guess maybe not. Maybe it's after the level. After the level, they tell you. They're like, oh, you've gotten this many things, this many that. Hey, what's up, Cynic? I've always laughed a lot about the first attempt at Nintendo's Pro Controller. What they ended up with was an uncomfortable. This is a, you know what's funny? The N64 controller, I feel like gets cooked a lot. I like it. Because, like, I get it. I get it. Like, this right here, if you're playing more retro 2D games. This right here, if you're playing more 3D games. And if you're playing Turok, you can play this way. I'm gonna buy Turok, by the way. We're gonna start over and play it on original hardware. Just FYI to chat. I don't know. I don't hate this. Like, I would say the only improvement would be if instead of the claw, they just put the analog down here. That's the only I would say. Or above and move the D-pad down. Basically, that's the only improvement they could make. Because the Z button not being accessible really removes, like, a whole button. Like, no matter how you hold it, you lose a bunch of buttons, is the drawback to this layout. If you hold it like this, you lose your D-pad and your L. If you hold it like this, you lose all the buttons on the right, which is why most games didn't do that. If you hold it like this, you can't use your analog. But I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. But yeah, Yoshi's Story seems to be working. So they did not sell me a broken or shitty copy of the game. Which is good, chat. We did not get scammed. Good news, chat. We were not scammed. Yoshi's Story, I don't know if I said the price, but it was $130. I mean, $45. $130 is crazy. $35. $45 is also crazy. It was only $35, which to me wasn't that bad. Like, again, I could have got it cheaper on eBay, but again, getting it today, seeing the condition is good condition, and knowing it's working without having to wait for it to be shipped to me and then find out that it's not working and then have to return it. Can you tell I've shopped on eBay a lot? Oh, I didn't get any of these coins. I want these coins. The coins also get you points. Oh, that's all? No more coins? Hey! Hey, what's up, Tubby? Why you on Mario Kart World right now? For the music. 100% for the music. When I'm in full screen mode, the music plays in the background. It's been the easiest way to play music in the background without having to open up a YouTube video and shit and manage the audio. We're gonna we made it over here. Yeah. We're gonna stop for now because I can sit here and play this all day. If we don't stop now, chat, this is gonna become a playthrough of Yoshi's story. I don't have an egg. I don't have an egg. Oh. Chat, you see this right here? This is what I'd be doing to your mom. I've always thought it was hilarious. I wasn't even trying to break it. It's the funniest part. I've always thought it was hilarious how the tongue animates. Do you see how the tongue's coming from behind him? It's actually not even in his mouth. If you look close enough, you can see the tongue is just spawning behind his head. Because the game has hey, what's up, Dream Knight? Yeah, oh yeah, I love Yoshi's Story Dream Knight. This is one of my favorite games of all time. We're gonna be doing a full playthrough of this on the channel, along with Yoshi's Island, along with the goal is every Yoshi game eventually. But yeah, we've tested it. It's functioning. We just bought it, which is why we're here right now. We bought this. We bought an N64 controller, which we're testing. We got the red one. I really wish they had the yellow, but you know, I'm happy with the red. I would either yellow or red were the ones I wanted, and maybe gray. Any other color I wouldn't have been happy with. So I'm happy with what we got. But our Yoshi Story is functioning, fully functional, good condition. I would say even great condition personally. So great condition, fully functional. It goes back into the sleeve that they gave me with it. I actually like that they gave me these little sleeves. It gives me somewhere to store them or something to store them in that's not just on the shelf. Right now they're just on the shelf. Now I can store them like tapes, like sideways like this. Low key, I might ask them where they bought these plastic things from, and I might buy them as well, and then store all my N64 cartridges like this. I bought these at a game store in Carrollton that's called Collectibles Cards Plus Games, and the prices were, as I was saying, not the best, but they weren't the worst. I could say with my chest they were not the worst, because if they were the worst, I wouldn't have purchased these. These are well within the range. One, this is underpriced. $12 for this game is a good deal. Yoshi's Story was definitely a tad bit overpriced. $5 over. Why is it blinking Yoshi's Story in non-existence? Do y'all see that? That's creepy. A tad bit overpriced, but that's fine. Oh, the memory card. I also got a third-party memory card. I didn't care for this being first-party. They did have a first-party one, but I didn't care. So Tuffy, I've never played Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. Those are probably the only two Zelda games I've never played. So we got a memory card. I mean, I don't even have any games to test this, but I guess we can go switch back over here. We can just look at it. I mean, the condition looks good, but it's a memory card. The way it looks is honestly irrelevant. Oh, we could take this apart. This has two very obvious screws. 4 very obvious screws. But the way it works is you pop it in. It hangs out the back of the controller, and that's your memory card, chat. They had memory cards built into the controller. I'm not gonna lie, this right here was one of the best ideas. Back when memory cards were around, I think this was so much better than like the PS. I guess it didn't matter, but I loved having the memory card in the back of the controller. I loved it. I love that. Something about having it right there sticking out always felt nice versus the little small, SD card looking things that you plug in the front of the PlayStation. Did they ever make Rumble Pack plus memory? I don't know, Dervish. I'll be honest, I have no idea. I owned both as a kid. I had one of each, memory pack and a Rumble Pack. The memory pack was funny to me because not every game used it. Like Mario 64 doesn't use it. None of the games I have right here use it. So Yoshi's Story, Mario 64, or WCW NW Revenge do not use the memory pack. A lot of third-party games used it because they were too cheap to buy the onboard memory, I think it was. Onboard battery and onboard storage for your save file. So what they would do is basically rely on the memory pack. Let's pull up the list. I'll tell y'all right now. 1 second. I guess we'll keep... let's do this on my phone. It's hard to do on the computer because my keyboard is all the way to the left. I need a new layout for streams, chat, to make this easy. N64 Games memory pack required. All right, let's see. Mario Kart 60. Oh, Mario Kart 64 for storing ghost data. That's interesting. It's a list of how many games. It's way more games than I was expecting. But I don't think any of these are first party. Yeah, like there's a bunch of Maddens on there, NBA games, Mortal Kombat 4 apparently. I didn't know Mortal Kombat Mythologies was on N64. I thought that was a PlayStation exclusive. Perfect Dark. Okay, I'm happy I got it. I'm gonna play some of these games. Doom 64 apparently. We're gonna play Doom 64 because that's a good port from what I've heard. Doom 64 is not a port. I think it's a new game actually, but I've never played it. One of the few Doom games I haven't touched. Yeah, cool. Full playthrough of Link's Adventure, but not Ocarina of Time. No, you know what's funny, Tuffy? I didn't love those games when I was younger. Maybe as an adult I'll feel different, but as a kid I always felt like I didn't love the controls. I wasn't like pulled in. You know, it didn't hit me the way it hit the other kids at the time. Dream. I don't know if I answered your Dream Night, but I got these from. I think I did answer, but just in case I didn't. Store in Carrollton called collectible cards plus games. The $40 was for the N64 controller. I can't test the memory pack, but I'm gonna trust that it works. If it doesn't work, I'm cooked. I'll just keep it plugged in. I don't even know why I pulled this out. Just keep it in my controller, so I don't have to ever think about it. All right, and the last game we got, chat. The last game we got from Half Price Books, which you can see up there, for only $18.90. I had no intentions of buying this. So my girlfriend, she's a huge book nerd. For anyone who knows, she reads a lot. She has like a ton of books, and she likes this place called Half Price Books. And I actually like this place called Half Price Books because they tend to have retro games. That's actually where I got my Wii from for only like $35, $40. I can't remember how much, but they had a decent price for like in-store pickup right now. And it came with everything, Wiimote, nunchuck, came with it all. So I was like, oh, this is a good deal for a Wii. That comes with all the wires, the bar, the controllers, all of it. So while there, so she was shopping for books. I was like, let me go look at the section. We went to a different one than we usually go to. That's like further away from the house. Much further from the house, and they didn't have a great collection. I was like looking in the section, and I'm like, I was actually there looking for N64 related stuff, and they didn't have anything. They had like a few SNES games, but they were like the shitty SNES sports games that nobody wants to buy, the NBA Lives, the Maddens and such. They had a bunch of shitty DS games, you know, the DS crapware that DS is famous for. They had a bunch of WiiWare games, a bunch of trash WiiWare games. And the only good game that I almost missed, because I was looking through everything, chat. I looked through everything. And I almost missed this. And I was like, let me double check real quick. And I doubled back, and like hidden behind, because you know how they usually line up games like this on a shelf at a game store. This was behind a bunch of games lined up like this. I just happened to pull, and I saw this for only $19. That's a good deal. This game going online like 25, 30. I would say 25 on the low end eBay. Someone just quickly selling it. $18.90 with the case. It is missing the manual, so no manual. But with the case is not a bad deal, chat. So I'm not complaining. I got this, and I had no intentions of getting this. I didn't play this as a kid. Well, I'm lying. I've played it as a kid, but I didn't really play it as a kid. Like, I didn't own this. A friend owned it, and I'd play it with a friend. But I never personally like owned this and played it a ton myself. So this wasn't even like a nostalgia buy for me. This was just that's a good price for what is a classic Nintendo GameCube game. And I can finally test my Wii and make sure my Wii works. Because I don't know if my Wii works. I bought this Wii a while ago, chat. You know what? Maybe we don't test it tonight. Oh, well, we have to test it to make sure this works. So we'll test this, but we won't go any deeper into the Wii. Because I do want to do a stream of us just diving into my Wii and like, you know, the old whoever owned it before, whatever Mii's they have on it, whatever save data's on there. I want to see like on stream and kind of react to it. But that's a future thing. For now, we will plug it in and just test, make sure my Soul Calibur 2 works. But the case is in solid condition. This is not bad condition to me. Actually, I would say it's good condition again for a much older game. Oh, I have to get a memory card for my Wii. I forgot the GameCube games on the Wii still required a memory card. I don't think you can save to SD card, right? Can you, chat? Does anyone know? Can you save files to the SD card for the GameCube on the Wii? Is that a thing? Enta, I used to go there all the time. Unfortunately, I don't go there anymore. Yeah, I mean, I don't go there too often, but every once in a while, the girlfriend's like, "Hey, I want to go look at books," and I'm like, "Let's go there," because I know they have games, and y'all know I love me some retro games. Transcending history and the world, a tale of souls and swords eternally retold. 4 years have passed since the spirit sword, Soul Calibur defeated the evil Soul Edge. Already reading that first sentence, I didn't realize these games had that much lore. This is clearly lore out the ass. We're not reading this right now. Condition looks good though. Let's look at the disc. The top of the disc condition looks all right. There's some scratches, micro scratches, but the condition is solid. Let's look at the back. All right, chat. Before we flip it together, how bad do you think this is about to look? How bad do y'all think the bottom? How many scratches you expecting? Honestly, looking at the top, I'm expecting a stupid amount of scratches because the scratch at the top of a disc, you have to have a lot of wear on it. We're gonna find out though. Let's flip it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I knew it. Look at. Oh yeah. It's hard. You see those scratches? Yeah. Oh yeah. This is scratched to all hell, bro. Look at all those. I like to scratch the top of the disc. You have to use this thing a shit ton, and I was right. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Condition on the disc, kind of mid. Maybe that's why they were selling for $19. But let's get my Wii hooked up so we can actually test this. I have to move my N64, so give me 1 sec, chat. We're going to take the headphones off for a little bit and unplug this. The N64. The Wii that we haven't done a stream on yet. We were supposed to do a stream on this like a month ago at this point. So this is kind of us testing it before the stream where we really test it. I have to get some Wii games though. We actually have a Wii to HDMI adapter that I bought. I guess we're going to be testing this too while we're here. Got a sensor bar. Although, you can use this technically with like candles and shit and it'll still work. Honestly, I completely forgot about the retro haul video I was gonna do for the Wii. I meant to do that on stream. I've forgotten so hard that we are now doing a retro haul on all kinds of new shit we bought recently, as in today. that's how long ago. That's how much I forgot about this Wii. Hey, do I have batteries? I don't. That's all right. That's all right, chat. It's okay. Let's I do have Elgato on here though, so what we can do is hide this, keep this showing. Let's boot the Wii. Oh, actually, the Wii is 4x3, so let's make sure this works. I'm not seeing video. That's not a good sign, chat. Not seeing video is not a good sign. Maybe it's the Elgato and not the let's see. I'll tell y'all right now. It is not the Elgato. It's my Wii. Oh, this isn't a good sign, chat. This is not a good sign. Oh, MK World's because my Switch is hooked up. I have my Switch hooked up right now and on. We're changing the batteries on the Wiimote because these batteries are dead on the Wiimote. Irrelevant to my Wii not displaying right now. I just hit the power button on the Wiimote and nothing happened, so that means the battery's dead. And I'm stealing batteries from my Xbox controller. And okay, we have a blinking light, which means this Wiimote's functioning in a sort of way. All right, let's power the Wii back on. You're supposed to at least get video, right? Yeah, you're supposed to get like a home screen. Oof, chat, this ain't good, chat. This is not looking good for me. All right, let's power it off completely, then power it back on. Hey, what's up, Andy? The Wiimote I held, but the I think the batteries I'm testing are still dead. Let me see if maybe it's my my capture card. Oh, god damn it. Let's see. Oh, okay. It's the capture card because it's showing on the what's it called, and the Wiimote's connected. Is there a way to get the capture card to work? Is the question. Is that the end of the world? I mean, I would love for this to work actually, because I plan on streaming off this Wii. Why is the capture card not capturing? Why no capture card? Capture card no capture, chat. Why capture card no capture? Not the end of the world. Just a interesting predicament to be in. Oh, there it goes. Okay, my capture card froze. This happens every once in a while with the Elgato. It's so fucking annoying. Just to get this working for now and to test this, we're just gonna quickly do what I just did. Sorry about that, chat. So it was not my Wii. It was indeed my capture card, my Elgato being trash. But we're not here to look at the Wii. Don't look at the Wii, chat. This is for its own video. What we're here to do is test this lovely game. Pop it in. I believe it goes in this way. I think I need to sit further away to use the Wiimote because there's a range on this stuff. You can't be too close. All right, so it's recognizing the game. It sees the Nintendo GameCube. And start. I don't think you can play GameCube games with a Wiimote, so I don't think I'm going to be able to play this right now. Yeah, I can't control this. But it boots. I'm in the game. I mean, we know the game boots at least. I don't know if the game will work when I play it. I don't even know what progressive mode means. I don't even know what it's asking me right now. But It works. You can't even use a Wiimote while in Wii game. I'm pressing the home button and it won't go home because it's now a GameCube and no longer a Wii. That's hilarious. If the Wii does work, could we pop into the Me channel? Wait. So here's the thing, Fictional. I want to react to the Mii's in there, and if we go into the Me channel, we don't get the video. We don't get the reaction. I'll play the music for you. We can just play the music. We don't need to do it from the Wii itself. But the game is working, chat. So let's eject the game. I think progressive mode has to do with the Wii, now that I'm thinking about it, because that disc is not in there and it's still going. But at least it recognized the disc in some sort of way. I need to get a GameCube controller to really test this is the problem. We need a GameCube controller, which I wanted to buy today, but alas, no store I went to had one. But it's fine. We were at least able to see that it recognized the disc, which is that's a huge right there. The fact that the disc was even recognized as a GameCube game means that the Wii does read the discs and that the disc does function. Let's see. We got the Wii done. We tested everything, chat. I think we tested it all. We got my Wii's working. That's nice to know. That is nice to know. This was a good pull, a good grab. I'm gonna buy a game. We're gonna do a playthrough of all these games, by the way. Every single one of these games, we're getting some gameplay for eventually. We'll probably start with I don't know. We'll probably start with the Yoshi games before anything, or maybe the WCW one, because this one's an easy one streamer. I can stream this once, and then I don't have to worry about it from a stream perspective again. We're definitely gonna do a Mario 64 playthrough eventually. It's my favorite game of all time. We're gonna randomly do that. Yoshi's Story, Yoshi's Island is definitely coming. I have a goal, so I have a personal goal, by the way, to buy. I want to own every game I owned from my childhood, and we have 3 of 7. We have 3 of 7 games, chat. So we have these 3. The other games are 007. It's either, I forget the exact name, but it's either Tomorrow Never Dies or The World Is Everything or something like that. The World's Not Enough. It's 007 World's Not Enough. That's definitely the name. World's Not Enough. We have MK Trilogy we need to get. So we need to get MK Trilogy. We need to get Mario Kart 64. We need to get Donkey Kong 64. We need to get WWE Raw. And I'm definitely missing something. And my brain can't get to it now. So I said the James Bond game, the blue cartridge, Mario Kart 64, Donkey Kong 64, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, WWF Raw, Smash Bros. I don't know how I forgot Smash Bros. I'm forgetting one other. Oh, this is killing me, chat. There's one other game. And I hate myself right now for not remembering. But those are the other games we need to have my full childhood collection back. So I can have what I owned, what I sold to somebody for like $40 back in the day. Yeah, I never understood that either. Do I have a game? No, and I don't have a GameCube controller. I have a GameCube-shaped controller that works with my PC and my Switch, but I don't have an actual GameCube controller. And on the Wii, you need to actually plug in a real GameCube controller to get it to work. Oh, that was weird. Sorry, I actually flipped to my pause screen. But I wonder if it's possible when you mod this to get it to use USB controllers. But yes, we have to get a memory card too. I completely forgot. Memory card necessary. And actual GameCube controllers to plug into this. So yeah, we got to do that in order to actually use this thing as a GameCube like I intend to. Oh, man, I'm jealous of you, Fictional. As a kid, we used to have to sell games in order to get the next console. So we used to what we used to do is go to EB Games, back where I'm from, and then eventually GameStop. And we would turn in pretty much the entire library of a console on the console just to get the next console. As an adult, of course, I'm devastated, and I wish I never did that. I wish I never did that, trust me. Trust me. If anyone wishes they never did that, it's me. Because now I'm paying tenfold in the future to get my shit back. And not tenfold. It really isn't as expensive as I expected. Like, so far, I mean, I guess because Casey bought me the N64, it's really made it much cheaper. It's made it easier for me to go throw money at games. But I feel like $12 and then $35 is not bad to get 2 games. Like, 2 classics. For me. I know WCW NWO probably is less of a classic to people. But for me, I played a lot of hours of this fucking game. Hey, what's up, Hayden? You need to reset your island. I feel like I need to do the same too. I want to play the DLC, but I know I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna be like, what's all this unfinished shit I started? You know, like I'm gonna be so annoyed because I'm gonna be like wanting to work on my island that I never finished. So I feel like if I do play it again, I'm gonna have to do a full reset. Can you have multiple save files? I don't know how that works. Do they allow you to have multiple saves in New Horizon? I just read your full last comment, by the way, Fictional, about losing your sensor bar and having to use the Guitar Hero controller. That's crazy. You know, you could have just lit a candle and aimed your Wiimote at it. Like, the sensor bar is nothing but an infrared, essentially a reflector. Really, this is where all the technology is. So if you just literally pointed it at, like, a candle or, like, a source of heat, it would have worked. Do you have an analog 3D N64? They're basically a more modernized... No, I do not, Dream Knight. I do not. I have the OG classic N64. Do you want to see it? I mean, we're still live. I can show it off. Let me get rid of the Wii. The Wii honestly takes up so much space. I don't know why. It's like a more modern, sleeker console, but I feel like the wires and the power brick and everything take up so much more room. Let me deconstruct this real quick. Put all this stuff away. I was looking at that though, DreamNat. I debated getting the analog 3D. It's just I know the I think it's FPGAs or FGPA. I don't remember the exact order of the acronym, but it's like the processor chips that essentially recreate or imitate old processors. I know those work pretty well at imitating the original hardware, and it can run the library. I don't know. I just would always prefer original hardware. I don't need a modernized, me personally, I don't need a modernized retro console. I want my retro consoles to be retro. That's kind of the appeal for me. But I could see if you play a lot of this shit, if you play a shit ton of one console and you just want to get like a simpler, more modern version of it, I get the convenience. You get the benefits of emulation plus the benefits of original hardware. I see the value in it. It's just me personally, my value is in the nostalgia, and that thing being so modern and having all these fancy features would kind of kill some of the feel, you know, it kills some of that feel. Something about it. I don't mind using the HDMI adapters because that's just converting the inputs. But I don't want my shit up-resed. I want those raw, dirty graphics. I want to be raw dog by the rough edges of N64 games. Whenever I got a new console, they already had been a few years old. Got my DS when the 3DS came out, the newest. Nice, Fictional. We unfortunately were fucking brats and basically wanted games and consoles day one. You know, again, as an adult, I realized, oh, fuck little me, bro. Lock in and be patient. But you know, you don't understand that shit as a kid. You're just like, oh, the newest game, the newest Mario. I need a DS. I need this, you know? Yeah, and the candle thing, you can't trust kids. You're right. That's fair. I tried to stream from my old N64, but with AV to HDMI, the video was blipping in and out. That's what prompted me to get an analog 3D. Nice. I mean, no hate on it. I'm not saying I think the analog 3D is bad. I think that shit's actually kind of sick. It's just for me, the appeal. My appeal is in like the very retro feel of this stuff. And I know with the analog 3D, you can set it to retro graphics. I've actually looked into it. Trust me. I dug into it. I was interested. And I was close to considering one, but I decided that for me, what the appeal is the retro of it all, is having an actual N64 and having an actual N64 controller. You know, even like I could have bought one of those. They have modern GameCube controllers that are shaped more like regular controllers. For the same $40 I spent on the OEM original Nintendo controller, I could have went and bought one of those, and they're much nicer. But me personally, I wanted the original feel. You know, I wanted that when I was a kid in the 90s touching this shit. I wanted that experience, you know? But I see the appeal of that stuff. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying for me personally, my goal was OG feel. So that's why I went that route. One of the reasons I tried to 100% everything is because we didn't get many new games, so we had to get everything we could out of them. Oh, same thing, Fictional. I didn't get many new games either. And my GameCube library was like 3 games. My N64 library over the entire lifetime was 7 games. So we didn't get many. We played what we had, and we played the fuck out of it. Like, this game, I'm probably a fucking god at WCW NWO Revenge. How many hours I put into it. MK Trilogy, I was a god at that game. Or a relative, you know. Like I'm pretty sure I'm not going competitive, but amongst friends and amongst the local, I was so good at the game. Mario Kart 64, you know, I see. Well, I have to go. All right, Dream Knight, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. If you get a moment, I know you're in the Discord. Send over any images of your Analog 3D and tell me about it. I actually want to yap about it. I'm sorry that you're going. I was about to ask you a few questions, but we can yap about it another time. You're always in stream, but remind me to yap about it because I have questions about it that, you know, you just don't get answered in videos of people who do YouTube videos. There was a point in my life where I thought all games came on PC due to the amount of games my father pirated. I know I'm gonna be that father. If I ever have kids, that's the kind of father I'm gonna be. Actually, maybe not. Now with me buying all the retro hardware again, you know, I need to buy. I'm gonna buy. You know that SD to SNES thing I bought for my Super Nintendo that has all. You know, I can store the full library of the Super Nintendo on. I'm actually about to purchase one of those for my N64 as well. You know what? Let's look at it together, chat. Give me a sec. Let me put the Wii away real quick. And then we'll switch screens and we'll browse the web together and try to buy one of those. Give me 1 sec. I'll have to look into it. I haven't spent too much time on it yet. Nice. It's cool to know someone who actually got one though. Did you get one of the 8-bit Do controllers, Dream Knight, or did you do a different controller? The 8-bit Do one, I thought looked nice, but they didn't have it in like an actual game N64 controller color. And then they just dropped. They're dropping, I think, not just drop, but they're dropping very soon a gray one. And I'm so tempted to buy one because it looks like an N64 controller. They dropped all white and all black ones, I think, to match the Analog 3D, which is cool. But I'm like, give me that, you know. Give me a N64 gray, and they're finally doing that with the red button, you know, the red start button, green and blue A, B, the C buttons, and all that. 1 sec though, let me put this stuff away. We'll bring the N64 back over here. Right. $8-bit Do is peak. I do really like 8-bit Do's hardware. Let's move everything out of the way. I can bring my dirty ass keyboard back over. You guys like looking at my dirty ass keyboard? Let's do it for you, chat. Seeing the dirtiest keyboard in the history of keyboards. All right. Now I just need to capture my... Wait, I don't have a desktop capture anymore? Oh, god damn it, chat. 1 sec, please. I'm sorry. Okay. It's grabbing the wrong display, and because of that, you're getting endless, endless spawn. Alright. Transform. Fit to screen. Let's switch it to the right screen. Sorry, I usually have the stuff ready, but I guess I did not have this ready today. And oh, boom! So what is it? It's called like Everness, Ever something, EverDrive, N64. There's like a bunch of brands, but the EverDrive is the one that I think I know of. Let's see how much this is. Another 160. I realize this is very small for y'all because I have a 4K screen. Do they have to be that expensive, bro? They don't have a cheaper version. Let's see. Cartridges. They have controllers too. I never knew Chris. Oh, just one. What is this controller? Is this a wireless Genesis controller? Yeah, just a wireless Genesis. 150 hours of on a single charge though is crazy. All right, sorry, this is not what we're here for. Sorry, it just caught my eye. So this right here is the actual version of what we bought. So me and Casey bought an SD to SNES. Unfortunately, I found out it's a knockoff of this. If I had known, I probably would have spent a little extra to get this one, but it's fine. It works. Honestly, it works fine. I feel bad because we didn't buy it from the original creators, but you know, it works. That's all that matters. Yeah, it's 160. That's the only one. Yeah, that's the only one. I don't think there's a alternative. What's this? What console is this? Oh, is the SNES as well? Yeah, SNES, but only does certain. Doesn't do all the. It's the cheaper version. Wait. EverDrive 64. It's only 100. This one's only 100, chat. This one's only 100. This is more reasonable. Wait, you can play NES games? Oh, via a built-in emulator. Wow, I'm not gonna emulate. If I'm gonna emulate, I'm just gonna emulate on my PC. Why the fuck would I emulate on an N64? Who's gonna buy this and go, you know what I need to do? Emulate NES games on a fucking N64. Is there an advantage to emulating on an N64? I don't know. Let's see. What are the differences between these two? Where's the other one I was looking at? The X7. What is the difference? So this supports both PAL systems. I only have an NTSC system, so it doesn't matter. Ultra CIC3 with region auto. What the fuck is Ultra CIC3? Yo, stop speaking to me. Stop talking to me like I know. Is code that allows to create a replacement CIC chip for the N64 that you own. That on. Wait, what? Huh? What? Oh, someone speak to me in English. Hey, what's up, the artist? It's been good so far. We tested all the stuff. We tested everything from the hall, and it's all working. It's all beautiful, functional, good condition too. We got some really good condition stuff. Right now, we're looking into one of the. So you know the SD to SNES thing I purchased for my Super Nintendo that allowed me to play all kinds of SNES ROMs on a single cartridge in my SNES. I'm looking at something similar for the N64, but they're expensive. I mean, 100's reasonable. I mean, 160. Let me stop bitching. 160 is actually what I paid for the one that I bought for the Super Nintendo. But I've been spending a lot of money on games lately, chat. I don't know if I want to. Let's see. What do you lose on this one? So, game pack save supports. Oh, I didn't have to. Oh, chat. I didn't have to buy a memory card. Let me go return that. Give me about $10 back. I didn't realize that this allows you to save directly on the SD card. 23 megabits micro SD card. What do you get here? Wait, what is the difference? RTC support. What's RTC? N64 RTC support. What does that mean? Real-time corruptor. Wait, what? Why would you want to corrupt your console? Why would you want this? I wish when I Googled these things, I got information about why you would want it too. Oh, real-time clock. Real-time clock. This is not a real-time clock. It just hit me. It just hit me. This is just a real-time clock. So for games that... This comment made me realize that. So it's a real-time clock. That's actually huge. So it's not a lot of games, but there's a few games. Like they have Animal Crossing. What was it called? I think that's actually what he was talking about. Animal Crossing N64. Was it Animal Forest? Is that what it was called? Yeah, no, it was just called Animal Crossing. So Animal Crossing... on the N64 actually has a real-time clock. So if I want to play this on that, you want to have the real-time clock so it actually knows what day it is, and you know you get the you know, the events for the day. Like if it's Christmas, you get the Christmas events and such and such. There was no museum in the original? I didn't know that. Wow, I've never played this version. I think this might be the only Animal Crossing game I've ever played. Alright, so no real-time clock. That's actually huge. But is it $60 for a real-time clock necessary? Let's see. Micro SD card. Yep. 23 megabits. SNES-ROM emulator. Game pack. Game Shark sheets, which I think this had as well. IPS, APS patches. So you have mods. And USB port for development. I mean, that's not necessary for me. So what's the difference here? Let me do a quick comparison side by side. For me, what is the difference going to be? I know y'all can't see this. Oh, you can see it. Alright, let's see. We're trying to make them level. So what are you losing? So both support PAL and NTSC. So the Ultra CIC they both have actually. I didn't even notice that, so it didn't even matter. Micro SD card, hard gold plating for contacts. This has that too. Just good quality contacts. So real-time clock is the only difference, huh? Micro SD, 23 megabits per second. The RAM emulator, the saves. Yeah, literally the only difference is the real-time clock support. Is that worth $60, chat? That's the real question. What do y'all think, Chad? Is that worth $60? Let's throw up let's throw up a poll. I want to see if what y'all think about this. Because low key, I'm thinking it's not. I'm personally thinking it's not. That feels like $60 for a feature. Like what game support outside of Animal Crossing? What games use the real-time clock? Is it literally just Animal Crossing? Animal Crossing. Oh, Harvest Moon. Ocarina of Time, having time elements, but often relying on in-game triggered. Yeah. So literally just Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing. Oh wait, Pokemon Stadium. That's enough. Oh, Pokemon Stadium's the game I was missing, chat. Pokemon Stadium 2 specifically. That's the other game I have to own. Remember, sorry, I just randomly remembered because I was reading it. Remember, I was talking about games I owned, and I want to own all my childhood games. Pokemon Stadium is the one game I was missing on that list. Specifically, Pokemon Stadium 2, because I remember the gold and silver cartridge. That with I think Lugia or Ho-Oh. I forget who was on the front of that one, but that's the one I own. Pokemon Stadium 2 as a kid. But apparently Pokemon Stadium used time for certain events, like mystery gifts, but battery backup. Oh, thank you, Fictional. I was like, I can't remember which one was on there, but I do remember it was a gold cartridge. Oh, look at someone's talking about it. Yeah. And obviously, ROM hacks is the big reason I want to do this. $200? Oh, because it's 160. Yeah, there's no reason you shouldn't go for the cheaper EverDrive. They use real-time clock and resetting to save isn't all. Wait, what? Resetting to save? What does that mean? Wait, what? Resetting to save. They forget to press reset in order. Wait, you have to reset in order to save? Wait, why? Wait, why would you have to reset to save? Reset on the console. Okay, let's Google that now, chat. Okay, so only one game I really care about uses it. Let's slow down. Let's rewind. So the only game that seems to really matter on here is Animal Crossing, but I will play Harvest Moon. I'm not gonna lie, I will play this game, and it's not that big of a deal to have it track seasons and stuff, but it would be cool that if I played it in Christmas to have like a Christmas event and such and such. Pokemon Stadium, it seems to be like the Japanese copy and seems to be for mystery gifts and shit, which I'm not going to take advantage of. Unless there's some cool mystery gifts. Maybe I will. I don't know. I'll look into it. And a battery of saving high scores and race data. But that's just a battery. They're mixing up battery with RG. This is why AI sucks, by the way. This in a nutshell is why AI sucks, by the way, chat. Because it's like, these games used batteries. I'm asking about the real-time clock, not about batteries. Oh, this is for Game Boy. All right, so what was I? Okay, so it looks like real-time clock would just be for one purpose. So it's looking harder and harder to spend 160, by the way, to spend the extra 60. But let's figure out why do you have to reset to save for the EverDrive 64? Where is it? Sorry, it's over here. X5. Can anyone specify how? Yep. From what I've seen, pressing reset when you want to save is how it works. But what does that mean? As in, do you need to press reset after using a save functionality while in game in order for it to take? Yep, this is what I'm trying to figure out. Let me use Super Mario 64 as an example. You load the ROM, start a new game, complete a level, and save in game, then complete the next level, save in game again. Now you are finished playing for the day. With the X5, you press the reset on the console, which takes you back to the ROM load screen. You then switch off the console. With the X7, you can directly switch off the console straight after your final in-game save. Wait, what? You have to press reset, which takes you back to the home screen, essentially. Okay, so with the X5, you just have to press. You have to reset for some. Why? Why does it work that way? So does it write with the most? So does it write the most recent save when resetting? Like, let's say I save and then continue to play for an hour, and then I reset. Oh, I've effectively lost that hour of gameplay. Another example would be if I save and play another hour. Yeah. This is what I'm trying to figure out. Reset means pressing the reset button. That turns the console on and off. The situation you describe, you would lose the second hour. It's the same as if you played a game without saving and turn off the console. If you don't reset after saving / before shutting down, you will lose your save, which automatically backs up your saves to SD card, keeps the save in working memory, and will lose the save if you just power off. So you reset it first, causing the card to back up the save to your SD card. That's such a strange... I'm confused why that's even a limitation on this thing. Because the real-time clock wouldn't be what affects saves. Why the fuck does that work that way? Hey, what's up, Furious Junker, by the way? I just peeped your comment. Well, that's so strange. That seems like an intentional limitation to try to make you pay more money. Because I don't get why you would have to reset... Because it saves it to the RAM, and then when you hit reset, it takes what's in the RAM and saves it. Does it save it as a state? Is it save stating? No, because the person described it as saving, like the actual. No, it does not create a save state. It's writing part of the cartridge that contains save file to the SD card. Why did they design that way? The real-time clock wouldn't be what's affecting that. Low key, that's almost worth $60 alone, because I'm gonna forget to hit reset once, chat, and I'm gonna crash out on stream. I'm gonna crash out, and maybe that would be funny for content purposes, but for my real life and my mental health, that would actually piss me the fuck off if I had played a lot of a game, forgot to hit the reset button, and then lost a bunch of data. I don't know. I'm thinking 60% more though. That's so much more. I mean, I'd do gray. We're not doing red. What's Christmas edition? Oh, it has this little Christmas on it. We're doing great if we do this. Ah, fuck chat. We're 50-50 on the yes, no. I'll end the poll. If you're curious, in case you're curious what we're doing, we've already looked at all the hardware. We've looked at all the stuff that I purchased. It all works. It's good condition and stuff. Now we're debating if I buy one of these EverDrives. Don't hate me, Chad, but we're gonna look for some EverDrive knockoffs. We're gonna look up for some knockoffs and see how much they cost. It's a memory pack. All right, let's see. Ultra 60. Actually, you know what sucks? I really like the design of this. This is so silly. I know the sticker doesn't matter. It's just a fucking sticker. But this is such a cool sticker concept. Hey, what's up? How you doing, Marie? All right, let's see. Sorry, I realize this is tiny for y'all if I don't zoom in. All right, let's see. Compatible with most N64 supports. Say most. Why only most? There's no special chips in the N64 cartridges. Is this not a what's it called? What's the N? There's an NNP. Oh, there's a switch to do NTSC and PAL. It's interesting. Physical switch. Yeah, that doesn't matter to me. Special switch which allows you to change it. Does not compatible. Does not compatible with analog 3D. Oh man, my favorite language right here. This is why. Oh, did more people vote right as I turned it off? It's all right. I'm probably just gonna spend the 60. I think in my head I've kind of already made the decision, because the thing is with these knockoffs, it does not work. Well, they did say it. They may have just updated that, but they did say it. Why doesn't this work with the analog 3D though? Is the question. I don't know if I want to do any of these knockoffs, because the issue with the knockoffs is, let's see, EverDrive X7 since January. I love it. Yep, that's what. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Summer Cart. What's Summer Cart? Okay. Okay. Where to buy? Yes. How much is this? Okay, it's a lot cheaper. It is a back order though. I won't be getting this for a long time. Maybe we do smoke. They don't have just simply gray? Why do they have every color but simple gray? I mean, I'd probably do the PCB only and then just buy my own shell. Oh, clear is kind of cool too. I actually like the... Wait, what's... They don't have a clear? How do they show clear and black and they don't have it? I see crystal blue, pink, blue. So pink is probably this. Oh, pink's probably this. Blue. Crystal blue is probably this greenish one. I'd probably do PCB only, just so I can buy my own cartridge. Shell. Oh, they have shells. Wait, what? Why wouldn't they just... Okay. They don't have gray still. The thing is, they keep showing an image of clear, chat. This is pissing me off because it keeps showing this image and none of these colors. Smoke is clearly black. Crystal blue looks like this blue. And blue is probably just going to be blue pink. All right, oh wait, sorry. Let's look into this one in general. So, is a custom-made cartridge that allows you to develop and play games on it. Yeah, it's the first N64 flash card. And is feature complete at the same time, completely open source with fast I/O, integrated support with LibDragon, LibCart, and UNF loader, well documented API testing. Yep, so good. It's open source, so easy to find data, easy to fix, and play with firmwares yourself. It doesn't come with the battery, but I have plenty of these batteries actually hilariously sitting around because for other technology. But and other like 64D disk drive hardware emulation. That's actually huge, because I can try some 64 disk drive games without having to buy a 64 disk drive. That's huge. Automatic save backup during gameplay. How does that work? Or the ability to behave like a stock game pack with direct mode. So it's, yeah, I mean, that's what you would want. I would hope all these work that way. Making the best choice will its game full feature. Yes, full feature list. That's what I want. This is what I'm looking for, chat. Did it just bring me? No, here. Okay. Enough space for your ROMs. Flash card, 64 MB of megabytes of SD RAM storage, additional 14 megabytes available for flash memory, totaling up to 78 megabytes, more than the biggest known retail ROMs. Blazing fast I/O. Both micro SD card slots, USB port offers. Yeah, doesn't matter. Never lose your progress. Every known save type found in retail games is supported. Saves are automatically flushed to the micro SD card or via USB. Ooh, that's actually huge. I can plug this one into my PC and pull my saves off of it. Like, technically with my SD to SNES thing I have, I can take the SD card out and pull the saves off of that. But being able to just plug in a USB, I don't know if it's micro USB or USB-C, it doesn't say. But any form of USB port directly, I can find an image of it actually. I can get an answer to that very easy. Is it just USB to USB? That's strange. It looks like USB to USB. That's so strange. That's where the micro SD card slot goes. Oh, but you know what it is? If I buy a custom shell, I'm going to have to create my own hole. Never mind. We'll just buy one of their shells if we buy this one. Because I'm going to have to create my own hole for the SD card, which I don't want to have to do. This must be fun for y'all, just watching me shop. And look at features. But this right here is huge. The 64 DD support is huge. I don't know if the let me see if the EverDrive supports that. Let's pull the EverDrive, because if we do the EverDrive, we're probably just going to do the X7. So I'll pull this over here. We'll probably be doing the X7. Well, if we're going to do this, we're going to spend the extra money. But let's see if this supports N64 this DD. Plays them just fine. They are N64 games. They're simply bigger than the cart games and need a large storage medium. Hence, they need a disc. Games that have been patched to read from the cartridge slot. 64 DD games, 64 megabyte, they all can fit in the EverDrive's RAM. The EverDrive can also work. Wait, it can only load games that have been patched to read from the cartridge slot. Interesting. A system clock, which 64 does not. So some of the games use this for. So if I do the DD, if I do, then I have to. I think I'm definitely doing the X7. I think if I do the EverDrive, I'm doing the X7. Knowing that some of the DD games. What 64 DD games even exist? I'll be real, I don't know what games exist for the disc drive. Let's see, Mario Artist series. Whoa. Didn't even know. SimCity 64. That's a huge one. I actually will play that. I would play that. Doshin the Giant, never heard of it. F-Zero X expansion. Interesting. Alongside some add-on discs for like Zelda. Oh, there's like no games for this. I didn't realize how little games are released on the DD. Wow. Literally 5 games. I'm sitting here stressing about this thing playing these, and there's only 5 games. Look how many games there were planned, though. That's funny. So basically, the DD functionality is very limited and unnecessary. I've played a few DD games with the English translation patches, so I'd say, at least partially, I don't know 100% compatibility, but it's definitely working. So this does work with... Oh, and someone has a list of... Okay. Only 5? Yeah, honestly, and I didn't know there were so few 64 DD games. I'll be completely honest. I had no idea there were so few. I do own a 64 DD, but I try using something to give it. Was this old? It's written to work. Why did they link this page? Someone linked this page. I don't see any information about what games it runs. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So looks like the EverDrive does work. And if we do the EverDrive, we're definitely doing the X7 because for pretty much two reasons. Yes, the real time clock is nice for playing Animal Crossing on the N64. That's cool. But for me, it's not having to hit reset to save is going to be huge. Being able to just save it like a normal N64 cartridge and not have to think about it. And the DD support is going to be huge. Disk drive. We were looking over here at the Summer Cart 64. This actually looks interesting too. This is only $100. This one's only $100. And this one says that it supports disk drive. This one says it does. It doesn't say it does, but I googled and it does. And I do like the USB port on this one. I'm assuming the EverDrive doesn't have that. There's no images. I wish whoever runs this site, they really should be putting way more information here. These are very technical devices, and I feel like they don't provide enough information. I need pictures of it. I want to see all the ports. Like, the fact that there's not a picture of the top, the bottom, the middle of this device actually pisses me off. Like, why isn't that an image of where the SD card goes in? I want the image of the inside. The back side. I don't see a USB port on it, so I'm going to guess there's no USB port. Oh, wait. Okay, that's where the SD card goes. It goes to the left side. You gotta go? Hi, Marie. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you even popping in. We just having a yapathon tonight. I actually need to start getting ready for tomorrow's stream with Casey because I don't have a thumbnail or anything ready. There's no good pictures of this thing. I like this. Why didn't they keep this design? Alright. But this one has the USB port, which is huge, and you can see it. The Summer Cart 64 USB port to me is huge. That's a huge addition. Battery. I wonder if it comes with a battery, if they expect you to provide your own. How long would this take? It says back order. I'm scared because that probably is going to take forever to come. What's the back order like? What are we talking? I'm kind of curious. They have any information? Shipping's only $5. That's cheap as hell. Oh yeah, it doesn't come with the battery. The fact they include a video on how to install the battery means they probably don't include the battery. Oh, maybe. Who knows? What does this mean? What does back order mean? Like, how long are we talking? I don't want to wait long for this. I'm impatient. We're probably going to finish For the King 2 end because we're right at the end. We're right at the fucking precipice of the end of that. And we can at least finish off that that story mode. And plus, we love that game. And the game doesn't pull in much views, unfortunately. No matter how good of a title, how good of a thumbnail I do, it just doesn't pull in much. But, you know, it's a game we love, so we're going to keep playing it. Sometimes you just got to do what you love, you know, Chad? Sometimes as a content creator, you just got to lock in and have fun. Even if the audience isn't loving it. Sometimes. I do love that this website gives information. So one thing about the Summer Cart, they let you know what the fuck you're buying, and I appreciate that a lot. Like, the EverDrive, I feel like, is so vague. It's very, very vague information. Oh, literally, I was looking for this, chat. Oh, and it does have a USB port for developers, though, not for... but yeah, I was looking for this, and they already had a chart. If I had just scrolled down, I could have found this chart right here. So it lets you know the difference. So save without reset, real-time clock, and then USB port, which is for developers. I assume it's to modify files. I wonder what it's for. Or is it just to move files on and off? I'm curious. I actually don't know. Oh, it is Type C. Nice. It's Type C. Programmable push button on the back. What would you program it to do? Status LED. 8 kilobyte buffer. And the FPGA. 4 battery. And the real time. So it has a real time clock. Oh, obviously it did because it had the battery. We can update the firmware via USB. That's convenient, actually. Instead of having to put the firmware on an SD card every time. I mean, this is only $100 and it supports all the features, chat. That's a good deal. But those are the two options, it looks like. Summer Cart and EverDrive. Oh man, seeing these prices makes me sad, chat. For $50, I'm seeing 100 and 160 right now. Oh man, I'm probably gonna do the EverDrive. This is silly, I know. Listen, chat. Don't ever make purchase decisions like this. But I'm probably gonna do it because I already have the EverDrive equivalent for the Super Nintendo. I'm familiar with the software, how it works. But I mean, this is so much cheaper. Really, the problem though is the back order. If this didn't say back order, I would be less hesitant. I don't know what the back order is like on this, and they don't give you any information. I don't know why. I don't know why it doesn't say, hey, this is the back order. This is how long. Oh, order was placed. These arrive after Chinese New Year. What does that mean? What is Chinese New Year? February. Ooh, I mean, it's only a month. That's not that long. That's not that bad. I mean, it's long. I mean, that's actually a month before he gets it. Oh, it says it right here. It does not ship with the battery. Shit, chat. Stream whatever y'all want. At the end of the day, it's better having fun and less views than less fun and more views. Agreed, N. Agreed. I mean, yeah, it is just for fun. I agree. That's kind of how we make decisions, if we're being honest. Oh. Alright, we're not going to buy this now, no matter what. What is this website? What did I open this website? I'm curious if I can get an EverDrive 64 on eBay, though. Like, now. Because I think if you buy directly from the dude, it takes forever. Someone got it for cheaper. Secondhand. You think I can get a secondhand, chat? Why is this more money? Why is this $266? Who does this person think they are? I mean, I love this sticker. The sticker's much cooler. People are just selling it for a regular price. Why? Does it take how long does these take to come? I'm scared now, chat. Two to 4 weeks? 2 to 6 weeks? Why is the shipping time on all these so long? No wonder these are selling for more money online. Because you have to wait forever just to get the fucking thing. I assume they're made to order. I assume he doesn't stock. Which makes sense. So, you know, no complaining. For someone, you know... I get it. I get why they do it that way. I'm curious now, though, while we're here. How much for MK Trilogy? About 30. Ooh, someone got it for 15. The horrible condition, though. I want at least average condition. Oh, God. Look at this. Look at this condition. What it looks like somebody tried to white it out. What the fuck were they doing? How does this even happen to a cartridge? Dan Andrews, what the fuck were you doing to your cartridges, bro? And why? Okay, looks like about 30. Let's see the other games I'm trying to get. Mario Kart's what, like $22? 22 looks like about 22. Looks like the average price. What about Pokemon Stadium 2? I'm scared to look at some of these cartridge costs. Okay, 25. Wait, these don't look like the original. What is this? This doesn't look like the original, Chad. Is that a reshell? It doesn't say. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen the cartridge. No, that is the original. Okay, that's the original cartridge. I thought I remember it being shinier, though, and being, like, reflective. Oh, no, it is. It is. It just was hard to see. Oh, and you have to select it. It's only 25. That's not bad. You don't know the condition, though, is the catch, because I think these are just general images. I don't like that, because you can send you one with a shitty condition, but these can get pretty expensive. 75, 125, 85. Bro, what's going on? 91? Yo, why are these so expensive? Pokemon Stadium 2 is this expensive right now? Bro. Yeah, I've opened like a stupid amount of tabs. That's how this is how I browse the internet. What about auctions? Do we got any cheap auctions? I think this game is just expensive now. This may be a cartridge I have to give up on, chat. That I don't buy. So I'm not going to spend $100 for this game. I liked it. Not $100 liked it. Alright, what about World is not enough. Okay, that's pretty cheap. Oh well, these are auctions. Let's go to. Okay, about $30, 22. That's reasonable. $20-ish is reasonable for a cartridge. What else was on the list? MK Trilogy. We got Yoshi's Story already. Oh, WWF Raw. This was a shitty ass game. Oh no, Warzone. When I say Raw, it's Warzone. I say Raw because Raw is war. It's like the $10. Oh, that's a steal. I might just buy this right now. $10. $10. That's a hell of a deal for decent condition. I mean, it's probably not a popular game, but I love this game. This was such a shitty game, bro. It was like a bad game. Objectively, it's a horrible game. I'm not going to sit here and pretend it's a great game. The controls were strange. You had to do like fighting game inputs to do wrestling moves. Like wrestling moves were like down, forward, down, fucking right on the C buttons. Like it was a weird game. Forward, back, forward, A to do like a slam. For a wrestling game, that's strange. Usually wrestling games are like a grapple button and then simply aim a direction and you do a move as you hit the button. But in this game, it was like very specific. $10 is a good deal. I might buy this just because that's a cheap cartridge to get back. What's the other game? So, shit, I can't remember my list of games. That's how tired I'm a little tired if you can't tell. Excuse me. We got Mario Kart 64 we looked at. Warzone. Trilogy we looked at. We looked at 007. Pokemon Stadium is probably one we're not going to end up getting. Too expensive. I think that's them, actually. Yeah, those are the games. Those were the games. Star Wars Episode 1 Racers, of course. Well, I didn't own that one as a kid. I'm trying to get my childhood game list back. And once we have the games that I owned as a kid, I'm buying one of these. I might have to purchase this now, chat, though. Because if it takes that long, it takes 2 to 6 weeks. This one actually would be shorter. The summer cart would actually be quicker. This would arrive quicker. This is actually a hard decision to make because $60 is not a joke, chat. That's 60% cheaper, and this supports all the same features for 60% less money. But the catch 22 of all of this is, I trust Cricks a lot because I've experienced with one of the carts from them. Super Pad 64, yeah, Super Pad 64, a solid controller. Those are one of the controllers I was debating getting, but I was like, I want the OEM. That's one of these, chat. They're like shaped like regular controllers. Yeah, wait. No, this is not what I was thinking. Oh, I owned one of these as a kid, actually. This is hilarious. This is not the controller I was thinking of. You know what's funny? I hated this controller as a kid, but now as an adult, I realized this was the optimal design for an N64 controller. As a grown man, I can look back and go, I was wrong, but I hated this shit as a kid. This right here. We had one of these, and I always felt like when we used it, I was using the ghetto one, you know? We were using the worst version. I mean, it's just it does look like an alien made it fictional, but it is a regular controller. Like, when you think about it, this is a regular controller. One analog stick in the bottom left, button to the right. This is just like the L and R and the Z right behind it. This is a regular controller, like in this day and age. Just physically small. I think that's what I didn't like about it. It was physically very compact. Yeah, like a melted GameCube controller. I could see that. But the one I was thinking of, now I didn't realize Teddy was talking about this one. I was thinking about I forget what brand has it. It's not the 8-bit do one. It's this one. This shit right here. This controller I was debating getting. It was the same price as buying a regular N64 controller. Can I zoom in a little more? Yeah, there we go. Leave me alone. Alright, there we go. So it's shaped like a regular, shaped like more like a traditional controller, but it's N64 design, obviously. Only $40. This right here I was debating getting for the same 40, but I intentionally wanted the retro feel, so we ended up not doing it. But this one I've heard is pretty good. I haven't used it, obviously. This is the 8-bit do one. So 8-bit do has white, black, but they're releasing a gray soon. I don't know when it comes out, but they're releasing a gray. I wish this worked with, but this I don't think works with the original console, sadly, because it's Bluetooth. I wish this worked with the original console. So I low-key would consider this. I like 8-bit do shit. I like their hardware. It was uncomfortable to hold. You are correct in that. And fictional. It was a very uncomfortable controller. There's another one though, and I can't remember the name of it. Is it the... Oh no, this is the one I was thinking. Yeah, it's this one. This one works with GameCube. I mean, N64 though, the original. So I could get this and play this with my original one. Wouldn't be bad to have as a second controller for games that I don't want to use the weird controls for. Any other weird ones? I don't know. Oh, this one, the Hyperkin. This one is also one that I remember seeing. This one was interesting to me. How do I don't want to go to Target. Let's go to Hyperkin's website. This one was another very interesting one to me. Let's see. Do they have a picture of it? Like, yeah. So this one's shaped, and it's wireless. So it had like a little adapter. You plug it in. It's wireless, and it's shaped more circular. This reminds me of remember the Sega Saturn controller? Has anyone ever seen the Sega Saturn controller? This shit right here. No, not that one. The big one. This shit right here. This shit right here is what this controller for some reason reminds me of. Do y'all kind of see it? I don't know if y'all can see it. The Saturn controller obviously is really stupid in design. But can you see why the similarities that I'm seeing? No? Nah? Nobody? This controller looked like the dumbest shit, bro. I can't imagine this was comfortable to hold. This was like the predecessor to the Dreamcast controller. This looked like horrible. Is this a switch for the pause and unpause? Like a switch? Like a left, right? No. This is pause. What the fuck is this? I'm curious what this is. Is it D-pad to analog? I have no idea what that switch is. Oh, look at that. This was like the worst analog in the history of analogs. How much are these selling for right now? $100 for this garbage is crazy. $100 for the authentic shitty experience is crazy. There's a reason when I search it, these controllers come up and not and not that ugly big piece of shit. Yeah, the UFO controller. Shit. We've been jumping all over the place, but I think we're gonna do the EverDrive 64 chat. I'm not happy about it because this is going to take forever to come. I mean, knowing it's going to take forever, I might as well buy the Mega Drive one too. Let's take a second because I want to get one of these for my Genesis as well. Let's compare the Genesis ones to see. Start closing some tabs. I don't think we'll do the summer cart. As much as I would love to do the summer cart from like just experiment with new hardware, I just know how annoying it would be to wait a month and then get it, and then it's like not what I wanted, you know. Let's see if we can find any Genesis. The Mega Drive Pro, Mega Drive Core, Mega EverDrive. Why do they have so many Genesis ones? Is this the SNES? Wait, let's. They have a SNES. I mean, a NES, not a SNES, a NES one. Mega Drive Core again. That's the same thing. Are they just repeating? Oh, my Switch finally turned off. We now have no music chat. The music's gone. Oh God, why does the... Wait, is this a Genesis? I don't think this is Genesis. What console is this? Oh, it is. This is for the Genesis. Another. Why do they have so many Genesis options? 200? Wait, what's the difference between that? Oh, this is the same thing. Mega EverDrive Pro. It's the same thing. This is the NES one, right? How does this work? Well, I guess it just goes in like a regular NES cartridge. Huh? I imagine. That's interesting. These are all so pricey. All right, Core. Okay, these are the same thing. All right, so there's two choices: the Mega EverDrive Core or the Pro. What's the difference? Do they have a simple chart? They do. Okay, we don't even have to waste our time. We can just compare the charts. All right, let's look at this chart. Oh no, there are three. There's the X5 as well. So there's double the memory on the more expensive one. What is the price of the more expensive one? So I think the cheaper one is 100. God, I don't want to drop $320 on these cartridges right now. It's $200 for the more expensive one. Oh, that's expensive. All right, let's see. So the Core FPGA plus OP amp. Wait, what's the CS 4344? Oh, it's for the audio. It's an audio DAC. Okay. Okay. Let's see. 8 megs versus 16 megs of memory. What's the advantage of more memory on the Genesis? Do certain Genesis games? Oh, Sega CD support. Hey, what's up, everyone? Fairs. Yes, this is very retro. Right now, we're doing a lot of retro shopping. Now we're just shopping. This stream turned from my retro haul to retro shopping. Oh God, that's what we're doing now. So if you're here, what's up? Thank you for hanging out while I just yap and browse websites. I appreciate that. There we go. I want to bring the music back. Oh, so Sega CD support's actually really cool. How do you do Sega CD support through a because didn't the Sega CD have its own processor? Or am I wrong about that? Yeah, it had its own dedicated processor. Oh, I guess they put the processor on the chip, I'm assuming? Maybe? But it says it has Sega CD core. Or is it emulating? Does this thing emulate the Sega CD? Does it say? Okay, so this thing only does 32x. And what the fuck? Why do every single one of these has a NES emulator on them? Who's like, you know what I want to do? Play NES games on my Sega Genesis.
Who the fuck? I mean, that would be funny to see. Everyone Fair says, low key, this is a nice change of pace. Nice. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear this is entertaining in some way. You know, I wasn't sure how entertained you guys were. I've just been locked in. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't even been thinking about the fact I'm streaming. I'm just yapping and shopping. That's all I'm doing right now. Every single one of these is like NES. Like, why? Who's like, you know what I need? The NES. No, I know the library's tiny. Fictional. It's more so. Why would you want to run NES on Sega? You know, I guess it's a cool functionality. I'm hating on the functionality for no reason, but like literally any PC and smartphone today can emulate NES and better than a Genesis would. I can guarantee that. So why would you buy this $160 cartridge to run NES games? I guess is my point. I guess that's fair, Dylan. It's just such a weird... They spent time and money implementing this feature, and I don't know why. I guess is why I'm confused. Like, why would they waste their time and money implementing the ability to run NES games on this cartridge on a Sega? It just seems like such a silly investment of time and money. It probably didn't take much time or money, but any time or money is too much. I see you're playing an RPG today. You should probably sell your old equipment so you can buy stuff with higher stats. I just that message, Dylan. What's up, by the way? No RPG. We're actually doing the opposite. We're selling our time to our job for money to then buy really expensive fucking cartridges. So I've already decided I'm buying an EverDrive 64 X7. Now I'm on the fence though. I might low key buy the cheaper one of this and buy the more expensive Mega Drive one. Because the more expensive Mega Drive one, having Sega CD support in the full 32X library. Oh, and you need the 32. Wait, do you need the 32X over here to do? No. Okay, that's the difference. You could run 32X games on the Mega Drive core. The problem is then you have to buy a fucking 32X. And I don't know if you guys know how expensive 32Xs are, but I think right now... I'm gonna say console, even though it's not a console. I believe they're going right now for like $200+. Yep, 180, 169, and this doesn't even seem to have the wires. Yeah, untested and no cords. This thing had its own power adapter, and then I have to. Oh, I mean, 125 is a little low. Oh, but no power adapter still, and it's untested, so I could buy it, and it could not work. I used to have one of these, chat. Can you believe I sold this for like pennies? Don't remind me about it. But I actually used to have one of these and I sold it for like no money essentially. Oh, that's so devastating to think about, chat. The same people. Oh wait, Sega does what Nintendo don't. They have their competitor games. That is interesting that they did that because they didn't do that for the SNES ones. The SNES one does not run Sega games when the SNES could definitely run Sega Genesis games. So I wonder why they didn't. They're trying to support 64 to PS1. That's so strange. I thought the PS1 it wasn't faster than the N64 actually. It was not. The N64 was actually faster. The PS1 just had bigger RPG support, which is why I fucking demolished Nintendo. Yeah, the 32X is expensive, so that alone might be worth the extra money for the Pro. So I can also run the 32X games. Because this you could do it, but you have to buy a 32X, and the 32X is $200. But 98 slots, max ROM size. And that's why it has the bigger ROM. Now the bigger memory makes sense. I think the bigger memory is for 32X games to run on. PS1 didn't even launch with... Yeah, it didn't launch with joysticks. It had just D-pad. It was basically a SNES controller with tubes sticking out the bottom. PS1 just had more space on them than cartridges, but N64 had more processing. Yeah, Dylan. No, I know. I know the N64 was raw dog, raw energy. But the bigger CDs plus the huge RPG library made it fucking dominate in Japan. Nintendo lost fucking a lot of support, third-party support with the N64, mostly because the cartridges were so expensive. It's funny how like that business aspect of things is what ended up coming back to bite Nintendo in the ass during that time period. I mean, granted, Sony owned the patent to their discs, so they could sell them to themselves and to third-party competitors for much cheaper than Nintendo trying to sell the cartridges. But the cartridges were faster because they had, you know, it stored the full game right there on board on the cartridge and RAM. The speed, the load times are much lower than a PS1. I don't know if y'all were alive during the PS1 and owned one. As someone who owned a PS1 and played it a decent amount, the load times were stupid on that thing. I actually had a PS1 up until I moved to Texas. So when me and Casey were roommates, I used to sit back and play like Tomb Raider 1 on my shit, and the load times were fucking dumb, bro. They were dumb. The worst load times. What's a mega color player? What the fuck does that mean? Real-time clock for dating save files? Who gives a fuck? How much is the X5 low-key? Depending on how cheap the X5 is, I might just do that. Because why buy the core if the core doesn't support Mega CD anyways? Sega CD. I don't care about dating my save files. I guess the read-write speeds are slower, but who cares? Let's see. Let's see if we can find the EverDrive X5. They don't have like a just search function? Right here. Okay, it's only $60. Wait, what? There's an X3? There's so many. Why are there so many options for the Genesis? They have so many Genesis cartridges. They even... Wait, what's this? Oh god, chat. They have too many choices for the Mega Drive. What's the X3? How cheap is this one? Only $40. I mean, that's pretty cheap, chat. Save without... Okay, well, never mind. The X3 has the annoying ass. You have to reset the shit in order to save. Wait, what's this one? Yeah, this is the EverDrive X3. And there's the EverDrive MDV3, which isn't on this website, weirdly. And now we have game cards. Yes, game cards, which are basically like SD cards, essentially. Very fast SD cards. Nintendo was second place internationally, but in Japan it was in firm last place because Sega Saturn had a lot of amazing games that never got released. Yeah, no, I know about that, Dylan. A lot of RPGs. Nintendo 64 had like no RPGs, and apparently Japan loves their RPGs, at least during the time. You shouldn't date save files. You have a girlfriend. Listen, player over here. We date and save files. Let's see. Sega CD RAM cart. What does that mean? This doesn't support Sega CD, does it? I'm confused. We have too many tags on it. CD RAM cart for... What does that mean? What does RAM cart for Mega CD mean? For Sega CD. Oh, is it like to back up? Basically to save the game? Wait, does this support Sega CD? And I've been confused. No, Mega CD cord. If it doesn't have a cord, then that means it can't run the games. Right? Quest 64. I don't even know what that... What's Quest 64? Is that an RPG that released? Okay, they have a Master EverDrive X7. What the fuck is this? It's only 134. Wait, what is this for? Is this not for the Genesis? Oh, is this specifically for the Japanese one? Wait, what is this? What the fuck is the Master EverDrive X7? They give you so little information on these websites, bro. What the fuck are the? What is the point of this website? Trying to figure out Master EverDrive. Does this work on a Genesis? Or is this for a Master System? But it should. But okay, this is for the Master System. Okay, yeah. This is for Master Systems. The first gen Genesis, essentially, because it was essentially Genesis, if I remember correctly. Sega was weird during the early 90s, bro. They had way too many consoles. I don't know what to do with the Genesis one. This is a hard decision, actually, because it seems like the Pro really ups the features, like being able to run Sega CD games, run the 32X games. Is huge. Like, to me, that's huge. Being able to run it all on one cartridge. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh no, you need the 32X either way. Oh, that makes a difference. Either way, you need the 32X. So SVB core for virtual. We can't play virtual racing if I get the cheaper one. What's Mega Drive Plus? The fuck does that mean? They just be putting anything on these. MSU is good. That's the fan audio, essentially. That's the game files I've been doing on for SNES that have been pretty cool. This might be a case of I get the cheaper one. Like, being able to play Sega CD games is cool in concept, but in reality, I'm probably not going to do it. If you need the 32X either way for either one, that actually eliminates a huge reason I was thinking about spending the extra money. No, I know Mega Drive is a European name for the Genesis. I'm just trying to... the Master System. I was having a brain fart. I was trying to say the Sega Master System. So the EverDrive X7, the Master EverDrive X7 is for the Master System. So it's for the... My brain just wasn't working, so I couldn't say that. And I was too focused on trying to decide what I was trying to buy. So that's for the Master System, which was technically the predecessor to the Genesis. But for some reason, Master System games ran... Well, not for some reason. The Master System... The Genesis Gen 1 was backwards compatible with Master System games. This looks like such a weird-ass system, bro. Cartridge. Power on. And there was the cards. Control 1. Control 2. TV system. Cartridge input. Card input. This was a goofy-ass console, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, sorry. I was saying Master System, but I couldn't. My brain couldn't. Sorry, I was saying Mega Drive, but my brain couldn't pull Master System out. That's what I was trying to say. So the what is it called? The other cartridge I was looking at, this shit is for the Master System. It looks like, which would only make it compatible with either a Gen 1 Genesis, which I don't have, or I have a Gen 2, or with a Master System, of course. At least I don't think Master System games work on the Gen 2. Oh, I guess so if you get an adapter. But no, that doesn't say Gen 2 specific. I thought this would be easier to find. Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. This is irrelevant. We're not focused on this right now. I don't know why I'm doing this. Where were we? Oh, yes. Trying to decide between these fucking cartridges. There's too much on these. I'm not gonna lie. My brain is not in focus mode right now, and having to read these is killing me. So a newer chip, a higher end chip, I'm assuming. Cyclone 4 versus 10. I assume bigger number means better. Bigger number mean better. Oh no, this is the worst one, so this would be worse. So I assume smaller number mean better. 4 versus 10. 8 megabytes versus 16 megabyte PS RAM. This is probably useful for ROM hacks. ROM hacks that use more RAM might run better on the higher end one. This supports Sega CD, which is and Master System. Oh, this does Master System. So this is Master System Genesis. Basically, all you gain is the Sega CD. For the 200 RAM cart I don't know what RAM cart for Mega CD means. If this doesn't support Sega CD, what does it matter? CD BIOS swap function turns off. Yep. Hardware key turns off region lock. Yep. Master System games. Yep. SVP core support. What is SVP? Let's Google what SVP is, chat. Refers to different things depending on the context. There's a video that kind of explains it. Oh, is it like up-resing? Because this is 1080p, which the original console did not run at. I'm assuming that's what that is. Yo, what is the flashing VR? Oh no, it's the SVP chip. It's a chip that allowed virtual racing to work. Okay. They both support virtual racing essentially. In-game menu, you can save games. So it's a specialized chip. I didn't know about this. Fictional Quest 64 has its own fans, but I think people think it's pretty generic. Oh, what? I just missed your other messages. My bad. And Dervishes. My bad. I've been locked in over here. Some people seem to like it. I've only seen it. Okay, so that's for the apparently the Quest 64. It's extremely mundane. That doesn't sound good, Dervish. And Dylan said Sakura Wars was an incredibly influential dating sim / strategy RPG hybrid that was massive in Japan on Saturn. It was insanely innovative for its time, but Sega America never released it in the West. Question, is it so good that if on Valentine's Day I got my girlfriend to play with me on stream, it would be fun? Yo, chat, I need y'all to recommend some dating sims for me. I'm trying to convince Melissa to come on stream and play a dating sim with me on Valentine's Day. We gotta think of a good one. She actually reads romance novels. We need a real one, not some weird sexual anime bullshit, chat. We need a real dating sim. I don't know much about dating sims, other than they tend to be really weird sexually. No fiction. You know what? Actually fictional? That actually is genius. I want to say no, but that's actually a genius choice. That might be it. People have been asking me to play that. I know the twist of it. That's why I haven't played it on stream, by the way, chat. I've not played it, but I know it. I know what the twist of that. But that could be good for her. That'd actually be really interesting. I wanted to object to it because I wanted it to be a more actual dating sim. But that could be a fun. I think she would actually have a lot of fun with that. That's a low-key big brain choice. You know, I wanted to cook y'all, chat. I wanted to cook y'all. Because I was like, come on, let's be for real. But that's a really good choice because it'd be funny to see her. You know, I wouldn't be able to give a real reaction because I know the twist of the game. You know, but she would give a very genuine reaction. Let me see if I can convince her. Revolutionary Girl Utena on Saturn is pretty fast paced. Has great writing. That could be a good one too if we decide to be serious about it. It has a real dating sim mode. Well, if we do Doki Doki, we have to, you know, it has to be for the twist. You can save games, in-game menu. You can save games or return to system menu without physical reset. Okay, they both have that. In-game menu supported for Genesis and Master System modes. Yep. EEP ROM save support. Yep. Real-time clock for logging data. Wait, I thought this one didn't have that. Isn't that what they said, that this one didn't have that? Oh no, it does have that. What is it missing? The Pierre Solar Mapper. Don't know what that is. The MSU support. I know what that is. The MSU is like the fancy ROMs that basically update the audio quality, chat. So fans have been inputting like really high quality audio onto ROMs. which changed the audio experience. It's really cool. Okay, I mean it says it right here. I've been wasting my time doing all this, reading all this shit, but I guess I'll still read it just for the fun of reading it. On the right's the more expensive one, by the way, and the left's the cheaper one, in case I didn't make that clear. So up to 800 files per folder. Yep. Oh wait, this right here. ARM-based 32-bit I/O coprocessor for SD and USB operation acceleration. So basically, SD and USB moving data back and forth off of this thing should be a little faster. Multi-slot save states, 100 save states for each game. 98. Why is this one 2 less? 98 save states. Why is this one exactly 2 less? That's so strange. Instant ROM loading. Yep. MSU, MD, and MD plus audio expansion, which this doesn't have. Battery voltage monitoring. Battery can be replaced in time if it runs dry. What does that mean? Wait, why doesn't this say it supports I mean, I assume this one supports ROM hacks, but it's kind of funny the more expensive one doesn't say specifically it supports the ROM hacks. I mean, I'll honestly, and this might be a case of going for the cheap one. And cheap is generous because it's still fucking $99. This is still expensive. But the Genesis, I feel like I play a lot less than my N64 and my SNES. But then on top of that, Sega CD, like what Sega CD games are there that I would want to play that I wouldn't just emulate, you know? Let's look at Sega CD games. Hi, chat. The Adventures of Batman and Robin. Utena, apparently Doki Doki, I already read that. Utena is based on an anime series, but I don't think you need to know the anime to understand the game. It is a surrealist work, though, so it's a lot more symbolic than literal. I mean, I feel like she would like that. She likes stuff like that. She likes reading fantasy. You know, very interesting versions of stories. She's a huge reader, so anything with a really good story, I think she'd appreciate. Wait, how do I unhide that? That what I just hid? How do you unhide? Oh no, chat. I want to switch this to dark mode because my fucking eyes are killing me. Is that what the glasses are? Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I'm on a guest browser, so on the guest browser my settings aren't saved, so we were in light mode, killing my fucking eyes. I'm definitely a dark mode boy. Okay. Are any of these Sega CD exclusives? How do you find exclusives? Let me try to find a Sega CD exclusive list. Yeah, Sega CD only games. Okay. None of these games so far. None of these look like games I would care to play. Bouncers? What the fuck is this, bro? We have to look up gameplay of this game, chat. This sounds like some shit I would call your mom's tits, chat. Your mom has bouncers. Your mom's bounties be going crazy. Why are there like cutscenes? What the? I need to put the audio through, chat. Y'all need to hear this. I didn't play the audio through because in the moment I was like, it doesn't matter. Let's mute the fucking switch real quick. This has to be the most racist thing I think I've seen in a while. Let's
journey to become master of Ninja Fu. You must prove yourself fierce as the dragon, quick as the serpent, cunning as a spider. Are you prepared? Yes, master. Behold the deadly dragon wasp. Its venomous swift.
What the fuck is this?
Victims of its sting swell up and die within moments.
What? I thought this was a basketball game.
Great masters of Ninja Fu have proven their worth by capturing the beast with only 2 fingers.
This is not a basketball game? What the fuck is this?
Let the contest begin.
This is, I need to see what the gameplay of this is. Is this if this turns into just a regular basketball game? Why is his legs and arms like moving at their own like?
Did you say the ninja Fu masters would capture the wasp with 2 fingers or 2
This
hands?
accent is, you know, this is a white man. That's the craziest thing. You know, this is just a white man on the other side of the mic doing that accent. Like, did you know the ninja Fu? Like doing the craziest stereotypical Asian accent. This characters, there's a character list for some reason. Alright, what is the gameplay? Yeah, I remember N. I remember that's what this when this was that. Is this just a game of cutscenes? I want to skip this, but this is so riveting. I'm engaged. The craziest part is this is engaging. Is this a society of basketballs?
To being a good soldier. Keep your mind focused at all times. But when I was a new recruit, my commander would say, "Boy, you've got to." Yeah, those were quite the days. And we worked hard, mind you. And we
He just stopped mid-sentence. He used to say, "Boy, you got to," and then those are the days. Alright, I'm gonna fast forward, chat. I just want to get to what the fuck the video game is. Is there no video game? This is just a game of cutscenes? It's a movie. This is a TV show. There's no video game attached to this. Oh wait, there's a video game. There's a video game. There's a video game. Okay. There's a video game, chat. Okay, so what are you doing? What's your goal here? Why did he get 2 points? What are you trying to do? Oh, there's a hoop. Oh, that's a hoop. The holes, you see the holes, chat? Those are hoops, and you're trying to bounce into it? How do you do that? You go into any of the holes. If you land on top of the opponent, they bounce you. Okay, I see. I get it. What are we doing with our live chat? How do we get here? Let's just get the fuck out of here. That has to be the weirdest, most ass thing I've ever seen. NBA Hang Time 95. NBA Hang Time is actually really good. NBA Hang Time is the true sequel to NBA Jam. They did another sequel. I didn't know that, called NBA Shootout. I need to look into this. They had like a lot of NBA Shootout games. What the fuck? Whoa. Because this is the true lineage of an NBA Jam. NBA Jam became NBA Hang Time because the people who made NBA Jam lost the rights to NBA Jam. I don't know if y'all know that history. It's a crazy story. And so they had to change the name of the game, and that's how they ended up with NBA Hang Time. And NBA Hang Time is like a superior NBA Jam. If you liked NBA Jam, Hang Time's like even better. So this is cool that there's a version. It's like that's a game I'd play on Sega CD. I think that'd be the only one though. What's the Power Rangers one? No, I think wait, no, there's a specific one. Let's go. Let's YouTube this. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Sega CD. Because this is an exclusive, so I've never heard of this one. I was assuming it was the Sega Genesis game I know of on Power Rangers. Why is this the YouTube's default home screen? YouTube's default, because I'm not signed in, chat, so this isn't like my algorithm. Before y'all think, yo, Barry's on some freaky shit. This is the freaky shit that YouTube's default algorithm shows people. What is up with YouTube's default algorithm, chat? Can we have a moment to talk about that? Look at this. What the fuck is this? Yo, YouTube's default algorithm is insane. Sorry, it's irrelevant. I just game. It's not even a video. I don't think it's a video game. I think it's both. Yeah, exactly, guys. Sorry, I just saw y'all comments. Yeah, the AI slop, the AI crap, the brain rot crap. It's insane. That was a crazy home screen because that's not even like my shit. That's like basic shit. My shit's just boring video game shit. That shows me I'm saved. That me having an algorithm that's like 20 years old is a fucking blessing. What's this? Rage in the Cage? Sega CD? Let's Google this. I forgot the Sega CD is not really that much faster. So these games probably aren't going to look that great or be that great if we're being honest. No, I don't want the themes. I want gameplay. Oh, I'm sitting here complaining. It's because I accidentally
148 pounds, Erwin R.
Okay. Can we talk about how insane it is to have audio this good
From Washington, D.C.
on a game that looks like this? Listen to this audio, chat.
Erwin R. Shyster, otherwise known
This is on a Genesis, which
IRS.
had horrible sound quality. You know,
audit of your
obviously
career
relative.
turned up a hopeless waste
It's good for
of
its era,
athletic
but
incompetence.
bad in the
To
grand
my
scheme
right.
of the world.
From Cocoa Beach, Florida, weighing 234 pounds, the model, Rick Martel.
Let's get into the gameplay. This is really good audio, though. This is hurting my brain hearing audio this good on visuals this shit. Okay. This sounds like N64 level audio. All right, let's I don't know. Okay, this was all just for me to say I don't think I need to have Sega CD functionality, chat. I think these are the two games why you get the Sega CD. For Shining Force, from what I've heard, and for Soul Star. And if I really want to play these, I'll just emulate. I'm going to be real. I'll just emulate. So I think that settles it, chat. I think we get the cheap boy for $100, the quote unquote cheap boy. I guess now the question is, how cheap do we go? Because like, what is the X5? It's $60. What do you lose for $60? They unfortunately don't compare them. Oh, they do right here. I lose Mega Drive Plus. I don't know what Mega Drive Plus is. Of course, Google says nothing about what it is. Oh, it's like audio pack. Okay, it's like audio updates, audio upgrades. Oh, it's equivalent of MSU1. It's MSU1, the thing I was saying for SNES that I knew about. So the improved audio. I don't think I care about that much. What's the fuck's Pierre Solar Mapper? I hate how complicated this is. That they don't give just clear information on these websites. Oh, it's a specific game. What is Mapper? What does that mean? Is that just basically it can run? It can't run if you don't have the more advanced cartridge? I mean, neither of the two cheap ones actually support whatever this is. Oh, the cheap one can't do virtual racing. It can't do it's just the audio. No saves. No save states, I think is what it is. Oof. Okay, so the cheaper one, you have to... Oh, no, the cheaper one you could save without resets. Sega Master System pause button. I don't know. Why would you lose the pause button? Mega hardware, mega key. I mean, this one's $60, so $40 cheaper, and it seems like your biggest loss. Yeah, dating save files doesn't matter. What's EEPROM save? The fuck is this? Ah. Okay. But this saves without resets, which means it's saving to the SD card. What does this mean? Like, I get this for actual hardware. Like, this is good for like arcade systems and like things that have batteries. Oh, I guess that's what it is. If the battery dies, the saves will still save. Okay, I think I understand. So on the cheaper cartridge, if the battery, the little battery inside there dies, your saves are lost permanently. Whereas I guess this doesn't. But if it's an SD card, what does it matter? The SD card doesn't need to maintain power to hold a save. I don't think I understand this in the context of this kind of hardware. Let me read what you were saying too. I was having issues with connecting Bluetooth to my car. I needed to reset my car screen yesterday. The first article I found promised to quickly tell me how. It rambled on for like 15 paragraphs about irrelevant nonsense, and one line of text told me what to do, and it was wrong. Amazing. Phenomenal. Oh no, I know it was AI, Dylan. I understand what you were saying. Phenomenal. It's AI in a nutshell, and it'll shock you how many workplaces are like fighting to get that shit added more and more in. As someone who does IT, I can tell you, business people are hypnotized by it. You know, as I get older, I learn the best business to be in is to be selling to businesses, because business owners are very easy to convince to buy things. Like, it's just shocking how quickly they fall for the info that's provided or the sales tactics of these companies, because AI really isn't that good at the moment. It really isn't. It does what it does well. Like, it does searching in databases, being able to find stuff, being able to find information, data from a source of data you provide it pretty well. Obviously, when you have a million sources like the internet, it's going to be a little worse, but it does it well in the closed cases. Like, if you supplied a bunch of files and you want to find information from your own files, it does that pretty well. It does what it does, and it does it well, but it doesn't do what they sell it as. Like, people really think that shit's going to replace employees. Not in its current state. Maybe in the future. Somewhere in the future, we might be talking about that. But in its current state, it's just literally a basic. It's because calling it AI is also disingenuous. Because when people think of AI, they think artificial intelligence. There's no intelligence to this. It's just essentially machine learning, which I guess is some form of intelligence, you can argue, but it's not AGI, which is the actual intelligence we're looking for, the actual AI that people think of when they think of AI. So the obsession with it is insane. It's insane how like the business world has been duped by it and has fallen for it and thrown so much money at it for such an unproven and not even unproven, a proven to not work piece of software, essentially, half the time. Half the AI shit just doesn't do what it's supposed to do. And the crazy thing is, like, business owners are convinced I just didn't throw money at the right product. And it's like, you don't understand. The technology is just not there yet. Like, it's just not there. It's just not there. The AI is just not there yet. So no matter how much money you throw at it, no matter how much time you throw at it, it's just not what you think it is. And as someone who has to be the guy to explain that to businesses, it's crazy. And I'm a very tech forward person. Like, anyone who knows me, I'm extremely tech forward. In my real life, I will use the sketchiest fucking software, hardware, because I like cutting edge. I like bleeding edge shit. I'm a very bleeding edge person when it comes to computers and software, hardware, all of it. But like, AI just isn't it, bro. Like, it's useful for what it's useful for. Like, don't get me wrong. It just isn't what people imagine it is, I guess, is what's shocking. It's like the concept of what people think it is crazy to me, and how easily they were sold on it. It's just insane to me. I'm like, damn, y'all were sold on this with no proven facts, no proven data. Just some dude saying, no, it worked for my business. That's all it took. And everyone jumped on the fucking bandwagon and went crazy. One of my close friends uses it a lot. I don't want to put her on the spot, so I'm not going to say her name or anything, but she uses it a decent amount, and it just shocks me. I be messing with her. I like fuck with her because we're good friends, so she knows I'm just trolling. She knows I'm a troll. That's my personality. I'll be like, oh, you're a bot. You're one of the bots. You're one of the bots that uses this. Like, she uses it, and it just blows my mind. It's like, oh, like, there are people out there actually using this every day of the week. Like, I've never, like, personally, well, that's a lie. I've used it to test for work reasons and just for the fun of testing like some of the AI stuff, because it's fun to test it and see what it can do. But I've never really used ChatGPT or like a Copilot would be what I use for work. I've never really used it, like for real. Like, oh, I need to use this. Because like even in my test, I was like, oh, this isn't going to do what I need to do. Like in my test, I was like, this is never going to do. It's never going to be more convenient to use this than to use my other sources. Gen AI is way too expensive to train relevance for the amount of money it's making. Oh, facts, Dylan. 100%. 100%. Currently where it's it's making way too much money for what it doesn't do. Businesses are eventually going to learn they're wasting money and they're going to drop it, or going to drop the amount of subscriptions or the amount of money they're spending. Or at least I hope so. You never know. Businesses are interesting in that they will continue to pay for stuff sometimes that they don't need. No matter how much you argue, sometimes you just can't convince business owners or a business to sorry, I'm trying to there we go. Chat was a little Dervish said, I work on a free-to-play Java game, and someone found out we use AI on making pilot portraits 5 years ago, and some people are freaking out now because it's tainted by AI. It's a free game. What? If they pay for it, I guess I could understand freaking out, but free game? Come on, bruh. You ain't paying money for this. Like, it's free, bruh. They're doing this. If y'all ain't making any money from that shit and doing it out the kindness of your heart, you use that AI, bro. I know people are hard against it, but if you're doing a free passion project and you're having it assist you with something and the user isn't paying for anything, I don't know, man. It's not like you're robbing anyone if you're not making money on it, Like, I get the argument against AI and the use of AI in art. I actually agree with a lot of it. I don't disagree with them, but at a certain point, it's like, what are you mad at a small creator for using something to experiment? And, now if you're selling it for millions of dollars, or even hundreds of dollars, I can get someone arguing the unethical use of AI and blah 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 and blah blah blah. I get it. I understand and agree with a lot of it, but a free project. Come on. It's a free project. Like, bro, this sounds like a passion project. You're cooking someone for using it in their personal time for a passion project. Like, what are we mad at? We're just mad at some guy for doing something, essentially? Like, it's real. It exists. Somebody wants to use it. They're going to use it, Now, if it's a project you're selling and making money on, like, I can get the argument against it. I can get, like, hey, you're selling me something that's stealing, art from other users. I get it. I won't argue there. But, people have no problem with the free ability to play ROMs on the internet, You can play Nintendo games on the internet for free. No one's boycotting that. Why are you going to boycott some user doing some shit for free? Both are stealing. Now, again, if you were selling it, making money on it, I could get it. And now there's that whole RAM. Oh, the RAM thing, fictional. Don't get me started. Again, as someone who works in IT, this affects my day to day, and it affects me personally. I have 32 gigs of RAM, and I've been holding off upgrading the fucking 64 gigabytes of RAM for a while. And now I'm like, fuck, I should have been upgraded. Like, I had no reason not to have upgraded. I need the more RAM for the video editing I do, because I do a lot of 4K video editing for hobby. Nothing to do with the channel, but I'm going to start doing some 4K stuff for the channel. I was going to up the amount of editing I was doing, and I needed way more RAM. I also need a new graphics card, but that's neither here nor there. And I'm like, fuck, now I can't buy my fucking RAM because these AI companies are buying it all. Or I could buy my RAM. I just can't buy my RAM at a fucking reasonable price. AI is good for certain medical fields, but it sucks so much otherwise. Yeah, I mean, listen, like, I know AI is like, people hear it and it's like anything. It's become controversial, so as a result, people are unable to think rationally about something. The moment something becomes controversial, rationality goes out of the window. You're either with it or against it. And AI is like anything in this world. Inherently saying it's bad is ridiculous. Little ridiculous, because the way any technology works, there's no innately bad. I could see the bad that could come from it, but AI itself is not innately bad. The concept of the technology of something that's able to analyze data and provide information based off of that data is actually pretty useful technology for more even than just the medical field. That could be useful for a lot of things. It could be useful for file systems. As someone who works in a place with a shit ton of files, where sometimes it's hard to find files, having something that you can go, hey, what files do we have with this data, and have it actually look at the data and give you the files, is pretty useful. Because that's not a job. No one does that. That's not someone, no one gets paid to do that kind of work. You know, that's not a real job. So it's actually providing a functionality that no one does. Yeah, it's good for shit like that. It's good for, like, you know, like, again, for companies that can see the value. It's good to, like, hey, what are our policies on such and such? You know, because sometimes policies get updated so frequently, so quickly. Sometimes it's hard to get that information from, like, employee or coworkers, or, you know, for a big business from your, like, your HR department or whatever it is. So, like, there's value in that kind of that kind of technology. There's value in it, and pretending there's no value is a little ludicrous. But obviously, I see why people are scared, because there's a lot of scary negatives that come with it. There's a lot of scary negatives, and we seem to be in the timeline where it's being used for all the scary negatives. It's being used to create art for some reason, or create art, air quotes, because even that is disingenuous to say create art, to spit out, to regurgitate art in a unique way. It's being used to do fucking revenge porn or, like, weird porn shit. Is being used to try to replace people's jobs. I get why people hate it, and I get why it's controversial, but innately it's not. Like, the concept of it is not innately a problem. It's just how we implement it. It's like all technologies, you know, literally every technology. The stuff that we use to make nuclear bombs innately is not bad. Nuclear energy, nuclear fusion, nuclear fission is not innately bad. But we used it to murder a lot of people. You know, this is kind of the same thing here. AI is not innately bad. It's how it's being implemented and used by society that is a problem. I don't know why we're talking about AI. I don't know why we're here. This is why we can't have nice things. No, 100%. Humans ruin everything, bro. We're cooked. I've been saying that for decades. At this point, like, my life, I've always thought that. Like, yeah, as a species, we're kind of ass, bro. Yeah, like, humans, we're low-key ass, bro. Hey, what's up, Sapphire? How you doing? What do we talk about, N? We're just talking about AI, the world, philosophize. I can't say philosophizing. I can't say the word. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Why don't we just put all humans somewhere else? Yeah, let's just move all humans. That would include us. You know that, right, Dylan? It's me and you too. Unless, are you an alien, Dylan? Dylan's an alien, confirmed, chat? Did we just get the Dylan alien lore? The Dylan alien drop? Bro's an alien? I knew it. I knew something was off about you, Dylan. What was I doing here again? Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out why not get the cheapest one. So no virtual racing on the cheapest one. The rest of this shit doesn't matter. Really, the big loss is the virtual racing. That's honestly about it. Oh, no save states. I don't need save states, but low-key having save states could be huge. I think I'll spend the extra $40. I don't think we're going to go cheap and go for the X5. I think we'll do the core at least, so we can get save states. We'll be able to play all Genesis games. We won't lose these two, Pierre Solar and Virtual Racing. And we'll get things like the ability to do Mega Drive Plus games with better audio. Save states could be huge, because a lot of the old school games are very punishing, especially Genesis and, like, NES and SNES games, where you die, you lose, you reset the whole game. And that's one of the drawbacks of playing on original hardware. Those games being such a pain in the ass, if you reset, you have to restart. So having save states could be huge, actually. So I think I'm going to do the Mega Drive EverCore, the Mega EverDrive Core, and the EverDrive 64 X7. I think we're going to splurge on the X7 for this because disk drive support, saving without resetting is probably the hugest thing. If I'm being completely real, this right here is why we're spending $60. Because with the X5, I just know, I know myself, chat. I know I'm going to forget to hit the reset button. We're going to be like 15 hours and maybe like 6 hours from a stream, 6 hours into a game. Just envision with me right now, chat. Let's have a moment of, let's envision this together. We're going to be 6 hours into like a 100% run of Mario 64, let's say. 6 hours, 100% Mario 64. And we're going to have like 80, like 6 hours. I'll probably by that point have 45, 50. Actually, we'll have way more. I get like 15 stars in an hour. So by that point, we'll be like 80, 90 stars, right? We'll be like 70 to 90 stars, right? And we'll go, you know what? We'll come back and finish this next stream or some shit. I'm going to hit the power switch. And then the next stream, we're going to turn it on and I'm going to see 0 stars. I might just get the rope ready. I can see it now. Yeah, good morning, everybody. So yeah, we're gonna splurge. We're gonna go crazy. Throw the extra $60 at these fuckers. So give me my cartridge. So we're spending $300 basically with these fuckers. Ugh, these are so expensive. Don't do it. Why not? Oh, the rope, the rope. It's just a joke, man. It's just a joke. But I can see it now, so I think the $60 is worth it. Sad this is the cart. $60 worth the avoidance of losing vital save data because I didn't hit the fucking reset button. I don't know, man, but that seems to be the only drawback. Like the real-time clock's a drawback, but you can technically play Animal Crossing without the real-time clock. It'll just be whatever the default clock time is, and you just won't get the special events. So I don't know. I don't know, chat. No, we'll do it. We'll spend the money. I already decided I'm gonna spend the money. Real-time clock's a nice addition for Animal Crossing and for what's it called? The farm game. I forget the name of it right now. Harvest Moon, for Harvest Moon and for Animal Crossing. And then saving without resetting is gonna be huge. But that'll $60 is $60 for convenience. And then when that happens, you never want to think about Marcy. No, facts. Fictional. When that happens, you don't want to think about whatever game that is for the next few weeks. You don't even want to look at it. Because you basically have to redo hours of progress. And I don't want that. I just know myself. I'll be very angry. I crash out over anything, chat. Y'all have seen me crash out. Oh, I do too, Dylan. I don't even know why I'm talking about playing it on that. I just use it as an example. I have Mario 64 right here. I have it right here. If I'm playing it, I'm playing it on my cartridge. But I just was thinking of a game that I could describe if I played hours of. Like Mario 64, I know front and back, so I know at like the 6 hour mark, I'll be pretty much done with the game. I might be done with the game. Honestly, I think I can 100% Mario 64 in under 5 hours. I've never tracked my time, but I'm pretty confident I could. Can we talk about how expensive Mario 64 has gotten, chat? Can we talk about how expensive this shit is? Like, I was shocked. I was at that game store I bought all these games from. You know, I bought all the shit we were showing off earlier. I was at that game store, and they had Mario 64 for $45, and I was like, oh, and I said to my mother, I was like, oh, they're taxing, they're overpricing. I was like, that's a ridiculous cost for Super Mario 64. I was like, that's like the most common game of all on the N64, right? That's what I said, right? Then I came here, I went to eBay to show her. I was like, let me show you. How do you say to sold? There's a way you can say, just show me sold. Sorry, one sec, chat. Right here, sold. What the fuck? Can you believe that Mario 64 is selling for $40? That's actually the price that Mario 64 is selling at. Can y'all believe that? The most common N64 game of all time, for some reason, is selling for $30 to $40. Smash Bros is expensive too. Ugh. Okay, there's some cases of $22. I feel like it should be like $20. This is a good. Whoever got this is a good steal. $15 for Mario 64 DS. $19 and they got all of these games? What the fuck? Yo, where was... I need to keep my eye on eBay, bro. $19 for these 6 games is a crazy pull. These are all like some of the like best, not even some, these are the best games on DS. New Super Mario Bros, 64 DS, Animal Crossing Wild World. Okay, one of them is a sore thumb. Mario Party DS is ass. But every one of these other games, Mario Kart DS, even Mario and Luigi, really good games. For $20, bro? Where was I, bro? They need to put that shit back up. He don't deserve it. But yeah, Mario 64 sometimes sells for like $40. That blew my mind. Okay, but it looks like that was just like outliers because I see 22. I see a bunch of 22s. Nope. 30 something dollars right here. It's just shocking that it goes for so much money. $40. That's like one of the most common N64, not even one of it. It is the most common. We had 2 copies. I only had 1 fictional coming up. I only had a single, and then I sold it, and I was so happy. Honestly, shout out to Casey for getting me it back. This was an amazing decision by him. I mean, he knows me. He knows this is my favorite game of all time, so this was an easy, I think, decision for him. I hope it was. I hope he didn't have to debate it, because this was an easy decision. And then my second favorite N64 game is probably Yoshi's Story, which I just bought. So now we own my 2 favorite N64 games, like definitely 2. And honestly, this was up there too. I think this is a heavily underrated wrestling game. It's a heavily underrated game in general, but this was a very fun wrestling game. Very, very fun. Even to this day, when we were playing it earlier, I was like, I remember how fun this was, and it still is fun. No Pokemon Conquest? No. That's isn't that like a stupid amount of money? Let me see what the most recently sold copy of Pokemon Conquest, how much it sold for. Oh, that's not that expensive. I mean, it's still expensive, but you know what I was thinking of? What's the Pokemon game that's on GameCube? I guess I just put GameCube. Yo, who got this? Oh, that's the Japan one. Is the Japanese one cheaper? That still feels like a steal. $55. But $300? 205? It looks like you can get it for as low as $150. If you are patient enough. Crazy. Pokemon Coliseum, crazy. Oh, really? Heart Gold and Soul Silver? So those are games I'll never own? Nice, $150. Pokemon games in general are stupid expensive. These are I've accepted that Pokemon games are just games I'm gonna emulate till the day I die. I'm never gonna officially play a physical Pokemon game again, unless if my mom can find the damn. She sent me pictures of Pokemon Blue cartridges I had from my childhood, and I was like, please bring them, and she can't find them now, and I'm devastated because it was like my original Pokemon Blue cartridge with my original save files on there. I would love to be able to see my old Pokemon and shit. Nothing would make me a happier boy. So I hope she can find it one day, because that would be fucking great to be able to go, my original Pokemon, because that was the Pokemon I played the most of, the OG Gen 1. I'm definitely a Gen 1er. Definitely Gen 1 boy. I played that so much. And then I would say Silver and Gold got a lot of burn too. $300 is crazy. That's the problem with local stores, though, fictional. Like, can I rant a little? Like, it's like a give take. On one hand, I get it. It's hard to keep inventory. You have to pay rent. You have to pay and hold inventory, unlike people on eBay. There's a lot of things that up the cost of having a local retro store. So expecting retro stores to have the same cost as online is a little unfair to them, considering the different circumstances, right? And the convenience of grabbing it right now and going and seeing the condition and knowing it's tested. eBay is a lot of, even when someone says tested, there's no guarantee they tested that shit. and you have to go through the headache of waiting a week to get it, and then to find out it didn't work, and then waiting a week to get your money back. Like, eBay, there's a reason the prices are generally cheaper. But local video game stores have been going crazy with these prices, bro. Like, some of these prices are insane. Like, I was at a place that was selling Super Mario World for $45 to $50. Super Mario World, chat. The game that came with the console. You bought a Super Nintendo brand new and it came with Mario World. Everyone had that fucking game. There's thousands of those games in rotation. There's no reason you should be selling that game for more than $15 to $20. There's no reason. There's no logical explanation for why you're charging $45 to $50 for regular ass Mario World. And then the crazy part, average ass condition too. Wasn't even like great condition. Didn't include box. Just the cartridge. Raw cartridge. Fucked up stickers. $45. That's crazy. They sell some of the most common games for the craziest prices, and it pisses me off. It's like, I get it. You got to make profit. But you're not going to convince me you paid someone a certain amount to be selling these for $45. You definitely got these for cheap. And that's okay. I get it. You sell for profit. They're not in this for the love of the game. Like, no one's opens a game store simply for the love of the game. You have to consider money and profits. I get it. But come on, bruh. You're charging this amount for a common game, bruh? Like, are you serious? And they be having some of the rare games for like 30% more than the online price. Like, they'll have, as you said, the Pokemon game for $300 when it's $150 on eBay. It's like, come on, bro. $175 to $200 would have been cool. $300's crazy when people on eBay are selling it for $150. It's just crazy. Knowing that you're probably the people buying it on eBay and then selling it for double, you're probably the fuckers doing that. It's just crazy. The way the retro game local market works sometimes gets under my skin. Because it's like, again, I understand. I sympathize with having a business that you spent money, hard-earned money to open, to keep inventory, to keep looking nice, paying employees. I get it. I know. I understand the concept of profits and losses. As someone who runs a YouTube channel that technically makes a little bit of money, not much, but, there's money we have to consider. I spend money on software, a lot of money on software. And we make a little bit of money from streaming. People donate. And, I look at it. I look at profit and loss, even though we're always in the loss because we don't really make money doing this shit yet. So it's always negative, which I don't mind. It's a hobby. This isn't, I know there's going to be money spent on this hobby. I do this for fun mostly. Mostly only because there's no money in it. So, we're losing money. Any money we recoup right now is just to pay for all the money I waste spending on software, on Adobe and Microsoft for this. But that's neither here nor there. So but that's just for me to say I understand the concept of that, and I get it. You have to make decisions. I get it. But come on, bro. Like, some of these prices just be pissing me off. Like, when I go into those places and I see a certain price, it makes me crash out so hard. Like, I just suck my teeth, roll my eyes. It's like, come on, you're charging this much for this, and then sometimes they'll have steals. Like, that's the thing that's even stranger. So they clearly hawk online prices with some of their pricing. But then they'll have shit like this for 12. Oh, y'all can't see this because I don't have the camera up. God damn it. There we go. Like, this for $12 was a steal. This was a good deal, chat. $12 for WCW NWO Revenge. Solid price. This is a solid price. The problem is they'll have this and then they'll have a bunch of non-solid price games. Yo, why does my top-down camera look so good right now? Let's do an unboxing. I feel like it never looks this good when I need it to look good. Ooh, look at, $12. Oh, and it's solid condition. But then Metroid Zero Missions cartridges are $100. Ugh. $100. Ugh. I don't think he knows what some things are worth. I got Cave Story 3D in box for him for $30. Wait, what? Who do you talk about? My local game store had an in-box copy of Soul Silver for $300. Jesus. But then you said he had Cave Story 3D for $30. Yeah, it's just a strange thing with these stores, fictional. It's like, it's clear they keep up on some stuff, but then other stuff they don't. Other stuff they'll give away. I'm not complaining. But that's usually when I go to a local game store, I'm just looking for what's a good deal. Like what's a fair deal? I'll never buy some of the shit because I'm not gonna. And who's gonna buy it? I need to meet the people who are going to these game stores and paying $400 for something they can pay $150 for on eBay. Like, I know eBay has its headaches. I was just describing it, but at a certain point, the price is worth the risk. I know, right? Plus shipping is also expensive. Not to mention the condition of the product. No, Sapphire. Yeah, eBay is a pain in the ass. I know the drawbacks of eBay. As someone who sells on eBay, buys shit on eBay, deals with the eBay process, it can be a pain in the ass. Sometimes it's perfect. Sometimes you get something on there. Like, what did I just recently buy? I bought something on eBay recently. Oh, the battery for my Switch. Sometimes you just get it and it just works. You know, there's no headache. But sometimes, like, I bought a Genesis once on eBay because I was I was trying to get a good price, and I was like looking at a bunch of Genesises, and I like found one that was like $35, came with a controller, and it was like tested and working, and the condition looked good. It arrived, condition was good, came with 2 controllers that worked good. The problem is the console didn't fucking work. The console was broken, and I returned it, got my money back, but that was like a week and a half to 2 weeks of my time wasted. You know, it was just a waste of my fucking time. That was the problem, a waste of time. And then I went and picked up one from a local store, a slightly worse physical condition, but like $60 to $70. I can't remember exactly how much, but it was like $20, $30 more, and it worked. And I got it that day, and it was like, that was worth it. You know, even though the condition was a little worse and it was definitely pricey, the convenience is worth it. And that's kind of what gets me. Like, this is, again, on topic, off topic a little bit, but kind of in vein of what I'm saying. Y'all know the store DK Oldies? Like, I get it. DK Oldies, they be taxing. They definitely upcharge. You know, they're upcharging for the convenience of dealing with them. But, like, people be cooking the fuck out of them. DK Oldies gets cooked, bro. They get cooked. But, like, I get it. Like, if you're not an enthusiast and you don't want to waste your time figuring out, you know, the specific kinds of consoles, what consoles work, how to source specific parts, how to source the right power supply. Like, if you just want to turn your brain off and buy something, that's kind of that's what you're buying them for. You're buying them for the convenience. But yeah, Fictional, the things you haven't heard good about them is just enthusiasts forgetting that they're enthusiasts. That's kind of what blows my mind about that shit. It's like, I'm an enthusiast. I know I'm an enthusiast. I know personally, if I was buying for myself, I probably wouldn't personally go shop with them, right? Like, because I would rather deal with eBay, save money, and I don't mind the gamble of, okay, the product may or may not work, the condition may or may not be what I expected. I don't mind that. I don't mind that gamble to save the money, and I kind of enjoy it. It's fun for me. As an enthusiast, it's fun. It's fun getting some of these games for much lower value than what they sell them online. I enjoy that process. But, like, if I was buying something for a friend, from my mom, like if I wanted to get her like a video game console, I probably wouldn't do eBay. If I was sending it to her, like if I couldn't get it to myself first and test it before giving it and clean it, I probably wouldn't do eBay. And that's the thing. I'm like, these people are thinking, I feel like they're just one track minded. You know, like, I get it. If you're buying for yourself, I understand why you wouldn't do it, because I wouldn't for myself. But, like, you know, there are people in this world that don't just buy for themselves. You know, there are casuals, right? Casuals exist. There are people who want the comfort of knowing someone tested their console and that it works, and that if it doesn't work, they're guaranteed a replacement in return. It blows my mind. People be cooking them, and I'm like, do y'all understand what the purpose of that's for? Like, why they exist? It's not for you. It's not for me. Like, they don't exist for us. They exist for a specific kind of consumer. And it's crazy to me that people don't understand that. Like, they don't. And I don't even know why the fuck I'm defending them. I don't care about them. I've never bought from them. Like, Casey got me the N64 from them, and I appreciate that. Appreciate my boy. But I've never purchased from them. I have no, like, horse in this race, personally. It's just crazy. Like, someone, like, commented on the video kind of shading my boy Casey, and I'm like, you're shading him for getting his friend a gift and not wanting to have to put me through. Now, granted, of anyone, if there was anyone he could have put through the process of testing the console and repairing it, it was me, because I would have done it. It would have been free content for me. If he sent me a console from eBay that was damaged, I would have just repaired it on stream. personally. So if there's anyone he could have done that for, it probably was me. But I could get not wanting to do that to someone. You know, just think about that. Think about the process of buying something for someone, and there's a chance that you send it to them, and it doesn't work. You know, like you send it to them and it doesn't work, and then they have to go through the return process. Like imagine, think about that. I feel like people don't think about shit like this. Like it's like people are just so maybe they're so selfish they don't consider this is why businesses like that exist. I guess is my point. Like that they can't fathom that's why they exist. I don't know why I ranted about that because somebody, I'm not gonna lie, somebody commented some hater shit on that video, and y'all know I don't play about my friends. I don't play about my friends. Someone called it some. What did they say? Let's go look at their hating ass. Let's go see what their hating ass said. And it's alright. They're probably a cool dude. I'm just fucking with it. If you're watching this, by the way, person, I forget who it was. What is it? AR Fodge? I don't even know how to say it. Arf Doge. What's up, bro? I don't hate you or anything, but you did say some hating ass shit, low key. You did say some hating ass shit. What did he say? He said, let's get to the comment. I have a bunch of comments I need to reply to. I haven't looked at comments in a minute, and of course, I haven't looked at comments in forever. And I happened to see this one hating ass comment. He was like, he got absolutely. Oh, y'all can't see it. God damn it! I have too much shit open. All right, there we go. He got absolutely rinsed on the price he spent. Could have went to eBay and gotten for half the price. DKO these is a scam. Bruh, he got his friend a gift. That's all you can do is get on here, Hayden. And it came with a knockoff controller and expansion pack. As an enthusiast, I'll personally figure it out. And he got his boy a gift. I doubt he was bending his back and like it would kill him to spend the extra $30, $40 for the convenience of knowing it would get to me in working form. And if I had any issues, he could warranty it out for me. You know? That's my rant about that, though. About the hating ass shit. That was some hating ass shit. You know? Some hating ass shit. I'm sure Casey wasn't bothered, but that shit pissed me off. Hating ass comment. Everyone Fair said I should do a tech repair stream. I do those all the time, everyone Fairs. I have a bunch of them. I repaired my Switch on stream. I repaired my Super Nintendo and the controllers on stream. I've never done Joy-Cons on stream. I used to do a lot of Joy-Con repairs. I think I might have done some Joy-Con repairs on stream, actually, like a while ago. You know, I kind of forget you're old as fuck because I grew up on PS2. Oh yeah, I'm an old head. Everyone Fairs. I know my genes are good and I look a little young, you know, but I'm a 92 baby, and I was playing games before you were born, which is crazy to say. That's an insane sentence. That's my reminder for today that I'm old as fuck. Off topic, but thanks. No problem, Sapphire. We appreciate any art sent to the Discord, man. We enjoy seeing cool drawings. You know, everyone has an art style, so I always love seeing people's art style. Fictional said, "What a noob!" LOL. What a noob. Okay. Yeah, but you know, people being haters about some shit that just like, listen, again, personally, would I shop with DKODs? No. Because I'm a hardcore enthusiast with this shit. So like I'm very much, I want to find the cheap deal myself, buy it, repair it, or clean it up, change shells if I have to. Like I'm the, y'all seen the channel, y'all seen what I do. I'm the kind of person to do that. But not everyone is that. I know my girlfriend isn't that. If she wanted to buy a Super Nintendo and she wanted to trust that it would work and have a company stand behind it, she probably would go to that. She would not go to eBay and buy it off of eBay knowing she wouldn't know the first thing about the repair process or the first thing about what to do. It's like people, you know what it is? It's like enthusiasts forget casuals exist. And you know, I won't lie, I've been that person. I used to be the person like, why would you buy an Apple when you can buy this for this much price? I used to be that guy. So let me not act like I wasn't that hater at one point. But with age comes wisdom. And I've learned not everyone wants to deal with the shit I deal with. Not everyone is an enthusiast. Some people are just casuals. And casuals, you know what they want? The simplest, quickest, easiest experience. They don't mind spending the extra money for the simplest, quickest, easiest experience. They don't mind that. If anything, that's a benefit to them. They can throw money at the problem and solve it. Whereas, like, I'm the opposite. I'm very much like, yo, I'm going to find that cheap ass price. I see a game that like this, that's cheap. Oh, I'm getting that. $12, that's a steal. And I wince. Like, buying this for $35 was making me upset because I could have gotten it for probably like $25 if I got it on eBay. But I decided to just take it because I was like, the condition looks really good. And I'm already here. You know, I'm already spending a little more on the N64 controller. Everyone said, "Oh, really? Never knew." Granted, I only discovered. No, it's all right. Everyone fierce. I didn't mean it. I hope I didn't come off as shady. I was just saying, like, I've actually done it before. We have so many streams. It's probably hard to find the specific streams, but there's some stuff on there. If you scroll through, you'll eventually find. I did like a Switch one recently, like within the last. I could probably find that for you, because it was within the last couple of weeks. I did a. Yeah, right here. I did a Switch 1 battery repair on the 11th. It's only been 8 days? That feels so long ago. I streamed too much, chat. This feels like it was like a month ago. So 8 days ago, this stream right here, if you want to check it out, everyone's fairest, I repaired my Switch's battery. The battery was bloated and pushing the back shell off. I need to buy a new back shell for my Switch still. You just reminded me that. Ooh, Sapphire's a 98, baby. So you in 90s, baby. Sapphire, you just like me. You're old head like me. And I got 9 years on Fictional. That means Fictional's a 2001 baby. He's a baby. He's a little baby. I wonder how they feel now that you called them out. I mean, I don't know. They can feel whatever. It's not like an insult. What I was saying wasn't even really directed at them. It's just their comment was an example. Like, I wasn't even mad at them or anything. I was just being silly. You know me, trolling. I hope if they see that and they take it personally, my bad, bro. You know, don't take anything I say personally. I don't even know you. I don't even know you to be mad at you. It's just more so the conversation around them in general. Like, I see, you know, I be on the internet, so I see conversations around shit like that. It just always surprises me. Like, I could get it if they were meant to be aimed at enthusiasts. But it's like they're clearly aimed at casuals. Like, it's clear who they're for. It's not like they hide it. It's not like they're trying to get you, Mr. Enthusiast, to buy from them. I guess you could say the same thing about game stores, though. So maybe my complaints about game stores earlier are kind of hypocritical, because maybe they're aimed more. But I feel like game stores are aimed at enthusiasts. I feel like anytime I go into a game store, it's never someone who's. It's always someone who's clearly a nerd and deep into gaming. It's never like some casual walking around in a retro game store. So I think my comment stands. Speaking of steals, my local flea market had Skylander Swap Force for PS4 for $5. Yo, you didn't grab it? You should have taken that. Shit, I don't do reselling, but $5, a quick flip for $85? For $75 in profit? That would have been worth the effort. Oh, you did grab it. Nice. Smart choice. Not sell, or just keep it. Yeah, you don't have to sell it. I was just saying, like, if you didn't want it and you were just buying it because of the price, you could have sold it, like, you know, and just made a quick profit. And even sell it for cheaper. Like, what I like to do is, if I find a good deal, like, I like to throw things on eBay for like close to not half the price, but like 20-30% cheaper. Like, I was recycling PCs at this place I recycle PCs at, and they had a few extra processors that they were just like, yo, we're gonna, you know, with this recycling stuff, they wouldn't take these. So if you want to take them and blah, 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 test them or whatever, you can. And I was like, fuck it, I'll take these. I was like, I'm not complaining about free old processors. You know, I'm not going to use them, but I have a shit ton of computer parts. I have old school motherboards I have sitting around. I have a bunch of shit I can test shit on. So I just took them. They were like 2nd gen, 4th gen to like 8th gen Intel CPUs. I just threw them into some of the motherboards I had sitting around, tested them, threw them on eBay for like $40 cheaper than what they usually go for. Made some quick money just to buy. That's pretty much the money that's buying these retro games, essentially. Essentially, that's how I'm getting that's how I've been looking at it. Like, this is money I didn't intend to have, and I have it. So let me just take this random profit I got from nowhere and get some retro shit. Yeah. No, I don't blame you, fictional. I don't blame you. I was just saying if you wanted to. Like, that's what I did with those CPUs. Like, I didn't need them. And I used them to fund my deeper hobby. I wouldn't say actual hobby, but my deeper hobby. My new hobby. It's not really new. I've been retro gaming for years. But recently I started collecting again. I'll say that. So collecting is kind of a comeback hobby. I collected for a while, way back in the day, sold a lot of it before I moved here to Texas because, you know, moving with a shit ton of consoles is a pain in the ass. We had a tight space for what we could move. I sold my PS1. I think back to that. Sold my PlayStation 1 with all the classics. I had mad good games on PlayStation 1 too. Resident Evil, fucking RE1, RE2. I believe I had Tomb Raider 1 and 3. I had a few games on there, bro. That I'm just like, damn, I sold all that. Having Starbucks for breakfast? Nice, Sapphire, nice. All right, chat. I'm not going to lie. We got to stop yapping because I have to make a thumbnail for tomorrow's stream. Me and Casey are going to be streaming at, what, like 12 p.m.? So in less than 12 hours, I'm going to be streaming again with Casey. And we're going to be playing For the King, most likely. With that knowledge, I probably should end the stream. So, one, I can eat dinner. I still haven't eaten dinner yet. It's 1 a.m. my time. I have not eaten dinner yet. 1. 2, I have not made a thumbnail yet. So, as of now, tomorrow's stream is not prepared at all. This is not good, chat. This is not good. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Call it now. I do appreciate y'all hanging out. It was fun. We went through a journey today. We started off looking at all my cool retro purchases. You know, my N64 purchases, GameCube purchase. I got an N64 controller. We got a mem pack. You know, memory pack. For no reason, because if we buy that cartridge thing, it saves on the cartridge. So this was literally a waste of $10. But you know what? It's good to have, just to have, in case I buy a cartridge. So we went through the journey of looking at retro hardware, and that evolved into us yapping about purchasing stuff. It was a crazy adventure. But yeah, chat, appreciate the love, appreciate the hangout, and go eat and take my ass to bed. I hope you guys do the same. Bye.